She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. What's up, guys? Video I didn't want to film just because this is an update for why the audio is going to sound pretty bad in the first 30 minutes of this episode. Ironically, I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing in that episode, but turns out for some reason the audio got corrupted for the first 30 minutes of this episode. Just the first 30 minutes. Once you get 30 minutes into the episode, audio sounds good again. It sounds like it was picked up like, you know, perfectly fine like it does in any of our episodes. But for the first 30 minutes we had to use the backup audio that was a shotgun microphone in the camera, so it sounds pretty rough, admittedly, but it was still a really good episode. I hope you enjoy. If you skip forward to the part that has good audio, I don't blame you, but enjoy. This is a little bit much, the whole Dr. Pepper and Dr. Pepper shirt thing, right? That's a pretty intense combo.
I love that. Dude, I've been watching so much of the Dr. Pepper man recently. I'm like, dude, he's my goat.
The Dr. Pepper man.
I think are you talking about me?
No.
No.
I mean, you guys can go head to head. I want to see you guys clash in the creator wars, but the Dr. Pepper man is a guy who stream snipes people. Like, he shows up on their stream and just hands them Dr. Pepper and walks away.
So you're
like
telling
live
me
streams?
there's a Dr. Pepper guy, it's not me.
Ah, you got some competition, dude.
Charlie, we knew this going into it.
That I was going to be competing for Dr. Pepper man?
Yeah,
Listen,
for the
man.
title of Dr. Pepper man.
Listen, there's a lot of doctors in the world, but are you the one people want to tournament with? Is the question.
Yeah.
Then you better work hard. Because remember, everything requires marketing, merchandising. So you can't market yourself well. It's not going to happen. Jesus knows it. So
Welcome to Basecamp.
Oh, what's up? Welcome to Basecamp. I'm here with my two guests, Charlie and Andy, at his home. Wait, am I allowed to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. So sorry.
It's okay. I think we've doxed ourselves a few times, but not specific locations.
Okay,
Yeah.
so don't tell them.
Exactly.
All right,
Exactly.
gotcha.
Don't say the city and street that we live on.
Pennsylvania Avenue. Anyway.
Washington, D.C.
What's that next to the White House?
I think it's 101 Pennsylvania Avenue.
That's the joke you're going for with Pennsylvania Avenue, right?
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
I was actually born in Pennsylvania and lived most of my life just like 30 minutes south of DC.
So
Fun fact.
since he didn't introduce himself, he only said this is Charlie and Andy. This is Gabe. He's our guest actually.
True. You're in my house.
You want to tell the viewers a little bit about yourself?
Oh, that wasn't in the show notes. I was born.
Alright, anyway, moving on.
No more. We don't need to know any more about you. I am an actor, a content creator, but primarily your friendly neighborhood retail employee until the rest of the stuff can afford me out of that. So yeah, I do a lot of different things. I work a lot of events.
Sell a lot of retail goods.
I am an amateur freestyle rapper. I just performed for the first time at my friend's birthday party. 100% true. 100% true.
How long have you been practicing?
So I worked in American Ninja Warrior a little over a year and a half ago.
Okay.
And it was a gig that lasted like 2 months. And you could just kind of come when you want to. It's like 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. Like super late.
I don't know how much to believe.
No, 100% true.
I
American
believe the
Ninja
Ninja Warrior story, but I just don't know how that connects to the rapping part.
We're getting there.
Okay.
We're getting there. Anyway, so I didn't know anybody there. So the first thing you got to do when you go to jail is find a gang. What? Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, you do, yeah.
So
yeah.
same concept. You either beat up the biggest guy or you join a gang.
That's
So
my rule about going into a classroom when I was substitute teaching.
You join a gang.
you're like, I gotta beat up the biggest person here.
You go into the classroom, find the biggest kid, beat up the biggest kid to establish your authority in the classroom.
I thought you beat up the teacher.
No, I was gonna say, I was like, no, this is
Little
when I was
did he know.
substitute teaching. When I was a
How
substitute-
about the teacher?
when I was a substitute teacher, bro.
Oh, you were a
I was the teacher, bro.
Who's
Alright.
next?
Yeah, like,
Oh my gosh, I have so many jokes about that. But anyway, to finish my story. All right, so I went to go join some people, and I noticed there's a lot of people ganging around a little bit, and they were freaking awesome. So I was like, hey, I want to be you guys' friend. What's up? What's going on over here? And they're like, oh, we just freestyle rapping white boy. Like, we're trying to make it happen and everything. So it's like, bet. I want in. They're like, all right, but in order to be in, you got to freestyle rap something. And I was like, all right, shoot, I'll be freaking Bunny Rabbit, Slim Shady, what's up? I'll do it. Give me a word. So they got the beat going. They're like, yeah, Africa. And I was like, what? Out of all the words you could have chosen, out of all the places, Africa. So I knew I had to lock in. I was like, there's only one way I'm getting in here. It's through Africa. So I was like, I'm working with the beat because the beat is, listen,
the key, yeah,
what surfing is to waves, rapping is to the beat. So I had to get into it and it was like, yeah. Give me a girl from Africa, someone smart who can teach me mathematica. Yeah. Habla español. You see me going on. Yeah. I'm on a roll. I did something like that, and everybody was just surprised that I could
They
do
speak
it.
Spanish in Africa?
It's a good question. I need a smart girl from Africa. Thank you very much.
parts of Morocco, probably.
True.
Yeah.
All right, but speaking of Africa, I'm not even joking. Well, you'll see what I mean. Our first matchup of the movie posters bracket. That's the purpose of this video, by the way, is ranking movie posters.
What a great way to connect the two. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I was like, oh, that makes sense. That's what I'm looking at this whole time.
So, got a little bit of a sneak peek ahead. But our first matchup, the movie posters matchup, is Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens versus The Lion King. So, ironically, takes place in Africa.
Yeah, Star Wars was filmed there too, I think.
Yeah, part of Star Wars was filmed.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Yeah, like the desert.
Scenes? Yeah.
There's not many deserts in Georgia.
And
People are filming
so
Georgia a lot for those.
we're ranking movie posters. It's not based on the quality of movie. We can discuss the quality of the movie, but the ranking, our choices are based on the poster, not the movie itself.
Alright.
Now, when it came to finding which poster, I tried to use the one that is like most iconic, the one that I think is usually most associated with the.
That's good.
Because there are a lot of movies that have a handful of different posters.
I was about to say, this is about 3 hours long, bro. Bring them on. Let's freaking.
All of the posters?
All right. Someone give me my
have a
adrenaline
bedtime,
shot.
so
Yeah, so.
I've never heard of her.
I never. I don't sleep with no one or nothing.
So
I'm waiting till Mary to sleep, bro.
You're like, it's been so long.
I haven't slept in 28 years.
eyes are just like sunken, just like black holes. That's scary. Okay.
We immediately strayed away from the movie poster talk, by the way. Immediately.
Well, I already have my pick.
I have
so.
my pick too.
Okay.
This is Force Awakens for me.
Yeah, it has to be.
It just it looks better.
There's so much going on in it.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, the Lion King one just seems kind of boring.
It is your quintessential movie poster, though, where it's just like a montage of all the characters.
Yeah.
I think for me, if I'm looking at this poster and everything, I just think that the colors in the Force Awakens one just works better. I think it's almost cheating at this point because Infinity War had such an epic one. And, graphic design, ladies and gentlemen, I have people in my family who work in graphic design. You want white space, and that's not white. It's just space that's empty. But I think in the case of...
It is also in space.
You're right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of space in there. It's just the colors are working. There's like an energy to it. I feel like the Lion King one is appropriate, but I will say that The clouds to the left specifically kind of being in the way of Mufasa's face.
They could have done more. Like that, yeah. That's
They
just
could
like,
have. There's just. It's almost like it's one thing to have white space to let things breathe. It's another thing to have dead space where it's like I kind of feel like we could have put some stuff there.
yeah.
You know, and I really like it. Like the bottom is absolutely iconic. I love the head because that's.
Yeah.
If you've watched the movie, spoiler alert if you haven't. That's Mufasa. He be talking in the clouds.
He'd be dead.
He be dead.
It's the movie from 1994. I think we can talk about
Yeah, they made a play about
You know
it. So
that.
They made a live action.
You know what's
at this
crazy?
point.
I never saw the scene where Mufasa dies, even though I've seen The Lion King a lot growing up.
you close your eyes the whole time.
No, my mom would pause the movie before that moment and say it was snack time, and she'd send me upstairs to go get a snack, and then fast forward to the part where Mufasa dies.
Wow.
And then then like the whole movie breaks.
And so
like my mother with my father.
I reached a point when I was like in 2016. I was like 19, all right, in 2016. And I was talking to my friends about Lion King because I was like when the play was like being popular or whatever. And I was like, I know Mufasa dies, but I don't remember ever seeing that scene. And so that's when I went home and I found out the story of why I don't remember that scene.
That's
He's
wild.
just having this like Mandela effect the whole time. His mom has just been like scripting everything. Like you're gonna see what I want you to see, and nothing else.
Censored.
What happened? Where was his dad? His dad abandoned him this whole time.
They killed the main character off screen. That's crazy.
She
All right,
like
next
skips
one,
too
next
much,
one.
and you're like, when did Mufasa have red hair?
All right, I gotta put in the notes which one won. Give me a second. Give me a
Okay.
second.
I mean, if we're
We're
going,
not that technologically advanced yet.
I don't think I ever watched them. Oh wait, fun fact, I've never watched them.
Any of them? Jinx.
That was amazing.
It was the same pitch too, bro.
Yeah.
Technically, I have backwards, but not in the way that you think. I've watched A New Hope many times in the occasion of binging Star Wars, but I never finished, and I never go to any movies afterwards. And then some guy wanted me
So
to.
you've seen most of A New Hope.
I've seen most of A New Hope. Someone brought me to go see Rogue One.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is
All
good.
right, I'm
That's
not
like
gonna
the
lie.
best Disney era Star
The-
Wars.
Ending scene with Darth Vader almost got me watching the entire
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah.
Like that scene alone was like, as someone who wants to be an action star,
Yeah.
that was epic to me. And then I saw A Solo Story, which is just the weirdest
Not
thing.
not a great movie. It wasn't bad, but not a great movie. But Amelia Clark, you're welcome on the show anytime.
Oh,
With that being said, we do have to move on.
true.
we have we've only done one matchup so
This
far. I think
portion
we're like
has
10
been-
minutes into the
Yeah.
video.
This portion has been as long as The Lion King.
All right. Next matchup is Iron Man versus Avengers: Infinity War. Speak of the devil. I personally think the Iron Man poster is a little boring.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I mean-
Iron Man is one of my favorites, but
Listen,
it's tough because you're ranking old.
it's yeah. It's good for what it was, and obviously, I mean, freaking look at the Iron Man text, look at the Avengers text. I wonder where they got some ideas from. You know,
the shape.
It's almost like they're the same company,
I know it's
the same
crazy.
producer.
You know, but I think that like Marvel just had so much time. Plus the Russo brothers. All right, nothing against our boy. I always forget his name. What
John Favreau.
that nothing against our boy John F. But the Infinity War is just giving more,
Yeah.
and not in a way
well,
that
it was a bigger.
it was
movie.
bigger.
More characters.
was
It's giving
bigger.
more characters.
But it's not about what you got; it's about how you use it. But anyway, so yeah,
But look at the black dash covering up like most of the middle
I
of the
will
Iron Man
say-
poster.
that could have been.
The shadow in the middle, bro.
Part of
so empty.
Part of me wonders if they tried putting something there. Maybe they just took it out.
They
They're like
Photoshop it
too
out.
loud, too busy.
Mm.
Too busy. But what I love about the Infinity War thing is that it's busy without being like distracting. Like you like to see it, and then it's that whole Avengers thing. Like I want to see all my people there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
kind of like it catches your eye, Thanos catches your eye, you see Iron Man, and then you start going down and like you look at all the characters, you're you're like observing everything.
I think Tom Holland's got the prime spot on the poster.
I was just about to bring it up. I was like, and they know everybody loves Spider-Man.
Like he was in the MCU for like what 2 years at this point, and he's got like the prime spot above any of the other characters.
Well, because he's gonna be end up leading the whole Avengers. Like that's where they're gonna take it. You know.
I do think that the leader of the new Avengers should be Juan.
Who?
Juan.
What, from Ten Rings?
No, him.
Thanos?
No, him.
Juan.
Oh.
All right, now he's the only one.
Doctor Strange is.
He's the only one doing it for me in this phase of Marvel. I mean, outside of John Bernthal, Spider-Man, everything in New York is great. But
as soon as they leave New York, it's all.
I don't care.
They just need to go back to destroying New York over and over again.
Yeah.
That's all it goes to.
And be like, guys, the rent is through the roof. It is not safe.
Yeah, we gotta be like careful though, because Stacy and Andy are like mega Marvel fans. So
I'm going to.
So it's fortunate that right now we have Marvel versus Marvel, because no matter what, Marvel wins in this matchup. But in the future, we might have to be careful, Gabe.
Well, specifically, the Dark Knight Rises beats all of this.
I'm choosing
not
Infinity
Rises.
War.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, Infinity War.
Oh, Infinity War. By far.
All right.
Although, sometimes, let me just tell you something, it is great to go back to Iron Man and look at the roots.
Yeah.
The way that it was supposed to be, and then they just got a little weird. But anyway, that's fine.
Next matchup is The Dark Knight versus Everything Everywhere All at Once.
This one's a tough one for me.
I gotta say, I love Everything Everywhere All at Once. It might be my second favorite movie.
It's so good.
It's such a good movie.
And I love what they did for the actors.
I have a hot take on
And he's
this.
got some things to say.
I watched that movie high, like so. like I smoked a bunch, and then I went in that theater,
That's gotta be a great movie.
and I was freaking out, bro. I
You're like, why is there so many of them?
Why are there hot dogs?
was like,
the daughter gonna do?
Why are they rocks?
why is it a freaking bagel?
Give my boy a break. He's just a nice man.
But
Dude, Kiwi Kwan though, fantastic in that movie. Bro.
yeah,
Amazing. Welcome on the show, honestly. Also, Michelle Yeoh, you're also welcome to the show. Michelle Yeoh has been name dropped in a good number of my videos at this point, because my most viewed video on my personal channel is Everything Everywhere All at Once movie review.
interesting.
Yeah,
Like right after it came out.
I reviewed it leading up to the Oscars, so not right after it came out, but leading up to the Oscars, right before it won Best Picture. I made a video arguing why it should win Best Picture. So I think I influenced the Oscars, quite frankly.
Wow.
Yeah.
You called it. You called it.
And that video got 12,000 views, which is not particularly a lot, but it's the most on my personal channel at the moment. So
Look at you, superstar over here.
So I think that the Everything Everywhere All at Once, that's a lot going on in that poster.
it is
for
a
me.
lot going on.
The Dark Knight poster, dude, that's a banger.
It is a sick
Bro,
poster.
I'm gonna
poster.
be honest with you, as much as I love it, The Dark Knight just has staying power. Has staying power, and it's not just because it's a superhero, it's because it's The Dark Knight. This is the moment the world woke up and saw Christopher Nolan is the director we want movies from forever. And now Christopher Nolan can do whatever the heck he wants. We're going to watch it, even though I had no idea what happened in Oppenheimer, because that was just his way to flex being smart. All right? And everybody sees how smart he is. I'm going to watch it anyway because it's amazing. We finally got Iron Man in this film.
Dude, I feel like I'm going to want to make like a whole video, a whole podcast episode just talking about the Odyssey when that comes out.
Dude,
I'm excited to watch
let's
it.
freaking go. I am so excited for the Odyssey.
So, all I saw was the teaser of the dude on the raft, and I'm like, I'm in.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be, this is a perfect example of what I meant when at the beginning of the bracket, when I said that we're not ranking it based on the movie, we're ranking it based on the poster. I think
fair.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is a better movie. It hit me so hard when I watched it the first time. It means so much. But The Dark Knight is just a better poster.
I think like this is the essence of simplicity. Speaks just so powerfully.
Yeah.
You know, in a way. Because like the thing is that that's a fun poster. Everything all at once. It's a fun poster, but if you look at it, it makes you a little cross-eyed sometimes.
Yeah.
But The Dark Knight, you feel it. You are there. You are like, I want to watch it right now.
Yeah.
I feel like if my epilepsy was more sensitive, the Everything Everywhere All at Once poster would give me a seizure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, it's like, I like that it's in a circle, but I just want to like turn my head a whole lot when I see it. It's flavorful, and I do love it. It's not a bad poster. It's just competing with The Dark Knight.
It would be good to lead into a trailer. Like if that's like what it kind of like started in, and like led into a trailer, I could see that. But with
the elements being moved with
Yeah. Like you just see it start, and like it like pushes in a little bit, and it just starts spinning.
My question for Andy though is: have you ever seen the movie Not High?
No.
So you don't really you
I have no idea what it's about.
the movie. It's. I mean, I feel like if you watch it sober, you still feel like you're high when you're watching it at times. But like, it's.
I'll have to go back and watch it. Yeah, like completely sober because it freaked me out, dude. I was like, went home and I was like, what's going on?
It has a little bit of everything. It's comedy, it has action, it has drama.
Would you say it has everything all at once? Everywhere.
I want to say it's all at once. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes it's dramatic. Sometimes it's sad.
I will say that's something that
It's not all at once. Right?
I almost wish we could talk about the films, but I know we're just here posting.
And we do have to get moving on to the next.
True.
Yeah, I have a bedtime, guys.
Yeah, fine, whatever. It's almost July 18th. That's gonna say it's almost your birthday. No, it's not. Anyway,
All right, next one.
Arr.
Avengers Endgame versus The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm gonna be real quick with my answer. I know The Lord of the Rings is an amazing film series. Haven't watched a single one of them.
Okay.
But I have to make this unbiased judgment call right now. But the horses are killing it in the wrong way.
The wrong way?
In the wrong way.
The coloring for me is also killing it with the Lord of the Rings. It's very washed out. Like it feels like they put like that filter on it, like one of those like Instagram filters.
Yeah.
And, like they could have made the colors pop a little bit more. There.
I mean, I'm sure at the time before Instagram,
I think this is the first one where we aren't all on the exact same page.
Really?
Yeah.
I prefer the Lord of the Rings poster over Avengers Endgame. I prefer Avengers Endgame as a movie, but I prefer the poster of the Lord of the Rings here.
I just feel like for me, because the thing is, whenever you're looking at some marketing pieces and everything, you have to consider more than just like, how do I say it the way I want to say it? It's trying to sell the movie. It's like a YouTube thumbnail in a way. And for me, it's like, yeah, the characters are great if you know who they are. But the horses are just like, I feel like something else.
Has something against horses.
Bro, you just don't like horses. I think you just don't like horses.
It's just like, what is that?
Have you never been to a farm? Have you never seen a horse before, bro?
I've ridden a horse, thank you very much, a couple of them, and I never fell down. However, it wasn't without the horse trying. I was on a horse that was so mad at me because I was learning how to ride the horse, and I pulled the bit too hard, and the horse was like, F you! And I'm like, the instructor was racing after me because the horse just shot. It was like a medium-sized horse, dude. It wasn't
a little donkey.
He just doesn't like horses.
It was just bigger than a horse.
I think you're just traumatized from this.
What I was saying about like posters is that it has to communicate something. So for me, being someone who's never seen The Lord of the Rings, I'm like, that looks kind of weird. But you see what the Avengers Endgame one is. Now
a bunch of people standing in space.
A bunch of people staring upwards for whatever intent and purpose and reason. However, I will say
they're looking to the future.
I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of Thanos' face there.
It is very hard to see his face. He's still like the main. He's still like the main guy in that movie.
So a couple things that I do have a problem with here. I think it's better than Lord of the Rings because of the horses.
I have a big problem with the Avengers Endgame poster, but you finish.
All right, I'm curious. Yeah. I feel like the purple is just very strong, which isn't a problem, but it feels like it's washing out the colors. Like Infinity War had so many more colors to it, I'm sure part of that has to do with the fact that it's Endgame. There's less characters in the entire universe. Spoiler alert. I feel like Thanos' face could have been like, I guess it kind of makes it almost feel like the memory of Thanos and everything. But because everybody watched the film, you know that he's very much still a player in the whole freaking movie. I just feel like it's not communicating the way that it could, but I do think it's better because of the horses.
My issue with the Endgame poster is when I look at it, I think the first thing that, if I'm like looking at it as a whole, like if I'm zooming out and looking at it as a whole, the thing that stands out the most to me is that overexposed light on Captain America's shield, which is the most irrelevant part of the entire poster.
Oh, I see. That's like the capture.
You know what?
That's like the brightest part of the entire poster, and it has, and it's like not even like the main, what should be the main centered focus of the entire.
Which also,
poster.
why is Captain America so big? I mean, like, he played a part in the film,
Have
but
you seen that guy, bro?
yes. But like
He's packing, bro.
I mean, if you look at that, why is Frodo so big? He's the smallest one.
That's valid.
It's not about how big you are in stature. It's about how
It's perspective,
it's a
guys.
perspective.
He's standing up front.
Right now, I'm bigger than all.
it's his. It's not how big you are in stature. It's
Yeah.
how big you are in your personality
Yeah.
and how you carry yourself.
I think just as a whole, though, I do think that, like, amazing films for the most part. I do think Endgame is the weaker of that and Infinity War just overall. And I think the poster, this is the first poster I'm looking at where I'm like, I feel like it's feeling a bit more busy. It's communicating a little less of what it could be. I feel like,
But it doesn't have horses.
Yeah, but
So-
the horses are really,
it's like if they did the horses differently, if it looked like they're charging to battle, but it just looks like they're there, and I'm like, I don't know what that means.
They're charging into battle.
Well, there should be more. I want to
Alright.
see them all.
I'm going Lord of the Rings.
I'm going Endgame.
Endgame.
Okay, I'm outvoted here, unfortunately. But next matchup: Spider-Man versus the Fast and the Furious.
Oh, two films that shaped me as a man.
This is easy. This is easy for me.
All right, yeah, I got mine.
All right, 3, 2, 1. The Fast and the
Spider-Man.
Furious. What?
That's awkward. the reflection on that is just so sick.
That's
Yeah.
literally. Listen, I
It's
love
such
I
whatever
love the
poster.
Fast and the Furious. I love it.
I've never seen the movie, but the poster looks so much better than the Spider-Man
All
poster.
right, he can leave now. All right, this is like you can't live in LA and not know the movie that made me love LA. All right, this guy, dude. The story of how Fast and Furious was made. It was supposed to be a gang of Italian guys in freaking New York.
The Godfather?
If he raced cars, yeah. But the director was like, no. I will do this film for you. I will take the script and I will make it better, but we got to take it to Elevate.
Elevate.
LA.
Elevate. It needs to go to LA because I know the tuner car culture in it and everything. So that being said, we're not talking about the films. We're talking about the posters.
It's about family at the end of the day.
The culture is great, but I almost feel like Fast and Furious deserve to be a little busier in that way. I feel like there's so much more going on in the film, much more than those four characters. And if anything, if they had to pick four, Letty shouldn't be the fourth. All right, she's great.
I don't know the names.
Okay. Michelle Rodriguez. All right.
No, but I mean, she's welcome on the show too.
You gotta. I mean, yeah, they're all pretty great, but it's like you gotta think about what it's communicating.
So is that guy. I don't know who is that guy.
You better stop talking. We're not
better
talking
respect
about.
the
Oh,
dead.
Paul
Put
Walker.
respect.
Paul
Walker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
I
I know
really,
exactly
Paul
where I
Walker.
was.
If you were still alive, you would definitely be welcome on the show. I missed you, bro.
Well, we'll see you in heaven, Bow. But
So,
Back to the posters though.
Spider-Man. Okay.
Okay, Fast and Furious.
Spider-Man just had a style to it. Fast and Furious deserved a better poster. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I have the name. By the way, when Basecamp season 2 comes around eventually,
We're
gonna-
still season
gonna,
1?
Yeah, we're gonna call it 2 Base 2 Camp.
no, we're not.
Two-based.
We're not doing
Two-camp.
that.
No, we probably still got a while. I feel like seasons. I feel like season breaks and podcasts don't happen very often.
I'll wrap an intro for you.
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it, bro.
Basecamp. Basecamp.
Basecamp.
Basecamp. Basecamp. How
Basecamp.
based are you?
Basecamp. Now infinitely more based.
Ah, man.
All right, Spider-Man 1.
Yeah.
Next up is this frickin' movie again. Avatar versus Friday the 13th. I mean, what more needs to be said about blue people than what I said in the last few videos? These guys could go like, and just go to a just different planet, bro. Like Avatar, honestly, just wipe them out or relocate
He
them
has a huge bias against the Avatar people.
against the blue people.
Is it because of the papyrus?
No, it's because they're blue.
Ryan Gosling. Oh, okay. So it is a race thing. Got it.
No, it's because it's not.
I was gonna say, is this racially motivated? He's like, it's like, whoa.
No.
I know they're fiction.
We had a
dude.
whole episode about this.
We had a whole episode where I explained that, look, they have access. Their planet has access to a resource that is what is needed to keep humanity.
unobtainium.
Unobtainium, stupid name, by the way. But
Yeah.
that's a different tangent. That we need as humanity to continue living, to like keep us going.
No, we don't need it to continue living.
That's what they said.
No,
That's
it's just like an
Rewatch
energy
it.
source.
well, the energy source to advance our civilization as humans,
Here's my
right?
energy
but
source.
these aliens, these
they're gatekeeping it.
motherfucking aliens, bro, are gatekeeping the resource. So off them because they are getting in the way of good energy, and like they can't win the war against us. They should not have won the movie because it doesn't make sense. Because like flying animals. Because you know what beats a flying animal in spears? An Apache attack helicopter.
Okay, are you mad because they should have lost practically, or because
They should have lost practically,
Okay. All
and
right.
because they have hair sex, and that doesn't. I don't vibe with that.
Hey, listen, man.
They have hair
get,
sex.
How you
That's
get
how they-
down in your house. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
I'm going with Friday the 13th here.
I'm going Friday the 13th.
But the only reason is because the Avatar poster is really boring.
It is really boring.
Like, they
and it has a
could've-
blue person on it, so I'm going Friday the 13th.
Like, they could have at least done something with like the dragon things that they had, you know? Like, yeah. Put some like mech robots in there too, but no, they didn't.
How are you feeling? Which one are you choosing? If Friday the 13th moves on, because Andy and I already chose it, but what would you choose just for?
Just for
for fun.
kicks and
Just
giggles.
for kicks
You
and
see,
giggles.
it's kind of tough because it's easier for me to know how to dictate a poster when I know what's on the other side of it. It's been a long time since I've seen an Avatar, and I do not care about Friday the 13th.
I don't either. I've never seen Friday the 13th.
But remember, we're only
We're
critiquing
basing on
the
the poster.
I kind of wish we got more of Jason's mask, but I think I'm gonna have to agree. I think Friday the 13th just had.
I've never
It took me a
seen-
second because biasly at first I was like, Avatar, but I think I was doing that from a familiar mindset.
Yeah.
When I'm really like looking at Friday the 13th, I'm like, but I want to see the mask.
No, this
Yeah.
I've never
That's
seen
how
Friday
it
the
works.
13th. I've never seen Friday the 13th, but this is the first poster I've seen so far that makes me like, okay, I might actually want to watch the movie because of the poster.
No.
Like I know I don't want to because I don't like horror movies, but I'm like the
Yeah.
poster is like
Yeah, the poster's good.
the poster is doing a lot of work for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's more than a CGI face.
Andy, you're gonna read this next one, so we're mixing up.
Okay. We have
shut up.
Inception
Shut up.
versus Pulp Fiction.
These are both pretty solid.
Oh no. Okay, I already know my pick, but
Yeah.
it's tough.
It is tough. I like the aesthetic of Pulp Fiction, the magazine cover. It's like look of the movie, but
Yeah.
I think Inception just gets the job done and sort of telling you that's going to be a trippy movie because you see their street and they got the street behind them going
I
up.
actually disagree with that. I don't think that Inception is doing enough here. Like, I feel
don't?
like they could have done something like a little bit different. I guess I can kind of see like the street bending and everything, but dude, I think the vibe of Pulp Fiction, I think that sells it for me. You know, like I don't know what the movie's about, but I'm like, okay.
Oh, you've never seen Inception?
No,
Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Oh,
I've seen
Pulp
parts
Fiction.
I've seen parts of it,
All right.
but like you're not like.
So I will say for Pulp Fiction, you should watch it, but you don't have to.
You should watch it, but you'll have to forgive
you'll have to forgive a lot of people spiritually and religiously.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, that's so valid.
Like you're gonna have
That's
to
so valid.
you're gonna have to watch it, and then you're gonna have to like repent and also like pray for forgiveness for a bunch of people.
Okay.
Now I'd like to be the shepherd. I really would. But maybe you are the I can't remember the rest. Ezekiel.
My favorite part of Pulp Fiction is when they accidentally kill the dude in the car. They're like,
I shot him in the face. Wipes his face with the gun.
But I mean, I think it's the most overrated movie, like Tarantino movie, personally.
Listen,
but it is fun, but it is overrated in my opinion.
It's one of those things. Here's where I'm gonna say that like I would so easily be so pro Pulp Fiction, but I'm like objective enough to agree that like I understand why people feel that way. Pulp Fiction's a vibe for me, and it's the poster for me because that is one of the most iconic things.
It is very iconic.
That have ever come out of cinema, and I agree. Inception deserved more. I think Inception needed a little bit more, deserved more. It's a solid thing. Just the Inception print, honestly, kind of works for me in a way.
Yeah, the text is good.
You know, but I'm almost like there's so many other things to Inception other than just that.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful shot.
That was one scene too.
You've convinced
Yeah.
me. You've convinced me. I'm going Pulp Fiction as well.
Ooh.
And I think Samuel L. Jackson. Once again, you're invited to the show, man. We've invited
Say what again?
We've invited Samuel L. Jackson to the show a whole lot of times at this
He's
point.
made an appearance in almost every single episode.
Since season 1 started, anyway.
Yeah.
Since the beta testing
You
season
know what?
was over.
I want a Sam Jackson plushie.
I got to show you guys something after this. After
I'm just imagining like a waifu pillow. Samuel Jackson. And like Gabe just like cuddling it.
it's gonna have a voice. But
A voice?
Say what again? What?
Honey, where is my super suit?
Hey,
Where's my super suit?
where's my super suit? Oh, I love it so much. No, Pulp Fiction's just iconic. Everything about that. It is prime Tarantino.
I saw
think.
John Travolta while I was working at the Oscars.
Oh yeah.
Was it the Oscars, the Emmys? I think it was the Emmys because I worked the Oscars after. I worked the Emmys during the Emmys.
You know what? One of my favorite roles from John Travolta is Hairspray.
I've never seen that one.
He plays the mom.
Does he really? In Hairspray?
Yeah. And you want to know who his husband is? Christopher Walken.
No, also in Pulp Fiction.
That's crazy.
he is.
Christopher Walken is also in Pulp
And
Fiction.
he stuck it in his ass. I'm just saying. It's pretty great.
I think that's the first swear word on. Wait, no, we got Matt and Mason. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's definitely not
Oh,
the
I
first
forgot
word
to
on.
ask if that. If
It's,
No,
it's fine.
it's
As long as we're
okay.
past the first 60 seconds.
No.
Every other word now?
All right. Next up, Joker versus Psycho, and I have to ask, what's the difference?
What a pair up.
One dresses as a woman. The other one looks like one in certain shots. Okay. I actually never seen Psycho.
I haven't seen it
I
either.
never really got
I've
to
seen
it.
Psycho.
I haven't seen American Psycho either.
I haven't seen that one.
I already have my pick here. I don't know what's going on with the Psycho poster.
Yeah.
But the Joker one I'm more into. Like
Yeah, the Joker one just
I'm gonna
sells
be honest.
it.
Both of these posters, the Psycho one kind of sucks. I'm gonna be honest. The
Yeah.
Psycho poster sucks.
I feel like it's just
It doesn't even, like-
slapped it together. Like they should have like put like a shower.
Keep in
with a
mind it's
knife
from
or
like
something.
1960.
they should have put a knife in it.
Keep in mind that this is like from 1960, so it's like that's like what the posters were like back then, for the
Yeah.
most part. But like,
You know what? I have a pitch for the Psycho poster. It literally should just be a shower, a little bit of blood, like from the middle of the shower's still going, and then you just see like a hand, like drenched over the bathtub. I don't know why that just like popped in my brain, and I'm like, that sounds like the coolest thing for that movie. That would have been a sick poster.
I also feel like
But I
they could have
didn't
done
make Psycho.
more with the Joker poster, though. I think
I
it's-
agree.
I
I
think
mean, yeah. I mean, it's like it's a prominent part of the film. So that's like when he like comes alive in a way, even though it's not great what he becomes. But I think it could have been more like, it would have been sick to get like one of like his Joker paint or something. Compared to the
I have
two,
a totally different shot from the movie that I think if you're gonna use one shot from the movie as the poster, it's the one where you're behind his head about to go out into the talk show and like you have those colorful like curtains in front of him.
One, though.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure there's one of that already though.
No, I don't remember
I mean, you
seeing
looked
one
for
like
the
that.
posters, so
I don't remember seeing a poster like that,
This
but
is
like
the main one, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say what I'm not a big fan of the Joker poster specifically, just because I think we're all in agreement. It's the better of the two.
Yeah, it is.
But all right, I will say one thing that I like about the Psycho poster that I just noticed is the way that Psycho is kind of ripped up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they ripped it up a little bit more and did something more with it, it would have been
If we were ranking
But
just the text Joker versus the text Psycho would win.
I think
Oh, yeah.
Psycho got that, which is ironic because Joker kind of has something similar going on in its own respect. But what I agree with you about the Joker poster is that I don't really like posters that feel like it's just a screenshot from the film.
Yeah.
For me, it's like without a border of some kind or something, it just feels like it loses its identity as a poster.
It was kind of supposed to be that like Dark Knight, like the dramatic thing,
Which,
but with
yeah,
like a
that's-
flair of it.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I kind of agree with you.
I mean, I like the stairwell because it's him descending down, and maybe they could have did something differently with that. Like, I almost like, now that I'm thinking out loud, it would have been cool to have something like that, but an aerial shot, and you just see him like skipping down the stairwell or something like that. I don't know why that to me, like in my brain, but I'm judging posters, not making them. Forgive me.
Yeah.
But my creative juices
Joker
are flowing.
wins.
Yeah, I think we're in agreement.
yeah, I think Joker
Yeah.
wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood versus Shrek. And do I even have to like dude, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It's a
Like
good movie. Yeah.
that's a heavy hitter right now for me.
Yeah.
For the poster. Drew?
I like the vibe of the poster. I feel like animated movies they're gonna really struggle with posters unless they do something like crazy with
No,
it.
yeah,
Right.
literally.
Yeah, like putting a
Literally.
giant S in the background.
one animated movie that has an incredible poster in my opinion. It's not on this list, but is Up. It's just the sky with the house and the balloons up.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
That's what we're talking
that's
about.
like a great animated movie poster.
That's a good Pixar.
The greatest fairy tale never told. I will say that tagline so far my favorite on a poster.
Yeah, but I can't even read it because it's blue
But
on
that's
green.
absolutely
Yeah,
valid.
like,
Yeah, I felt like Shrek. Shrek, similar to the Fast and the Furious, deserved a better poster.
Get the name right, bro.
I'm
Show some respect to
sorry.
Vin Diesel.
I'm sorry, Diesel Town.
Family, bro.
Diesel Town.
All right, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I think it takes it without a doubt. It's an amazing,
it's not even
incredible
a question.
poster.
Yeah.
It looks beautiful.
It's not. It doesn't do the thing that we're complaining about, where it's just a shot from the movie. It doesn't do that, and it's not even like a montage of shots from the movie.
That'd be a crazy
it's like
shot.
it's like it's not even a montage of shots from the movie. It's like it's like art. It's like artistically made to look like a magazine cover, combining like different elements from the movie.
You
Yeah.
know what's funny though? I've never seen it.
It's a great movie, actually.
God, it's
Long, but it's a great movie.
I'm such a hypocrite as an actor for how little I watch certain movies.
My hot take is that that not only is the poster great, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is Tarantino's best movie.
I would say
That's my hot take.
for what I've watched so far, Inglorious Bastards and Django.
Those are both really good too.
Now, listen, Pulp Fiction, not to like lean too much into it again, but Pulp Fiction's one of those movies. They belong in a separate box of films that I will always love and admire, but I'm probably going to be like, it's never going to be a first pick for me. Like I'm not going to be like, oh, Pulp Fiction's
like
the best.
let's put on Pulp Fiction tonight.
Yeah.
But there's a vibe of Pulp Fiction that like it shouldn't have worked, but it did.
I prefer almost every single one of Tarantino's movies to Pulp Fiction, with the exception of Kill Bill and Jackie Brown.
Okay.
Jackie Brown's weird to me because she kind of looks like my grandma. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird to me. I know,
All
it's
right.
weird. And I had some dude I was watching it with, and he was telling me, she's like, Or he was like, man, Jackie Brown is fine. And I legit was like,
Jackie Brown is my grandma.
Jackie Brown reminds me of my grandma.
my bad. Ah. But yeah, no, I couldn't get into Jackie Brown except for when that one woman was finally shot in a parking lot. Thank God that was over.
What? All right, so next one.
I was like, thank you.
All right, next one is going to be. Sorry, Shrek, you missed out on your all-star.
Shrek, you deserve better.
Star Wars Episode 4, New Hope versus Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Next.
Our random number generator gave us 2 Star Warses against each other. I only chose 1 Star Wars from each trilogy, so these are the last 2 Star Wars appearances on the bracket.
Ah, dang.
These both look like book covers.
They
for
both
books I
kinda
will
suck.
I was gonna say, I was like, I don't want to watch any of them right now. I'm gonna be
A
honest.
New Hope's poster is like not even related to the movie.
Literally, bro.
Where's Luke Skywalker posing like this with his shirt ripping
Yeah, I
off?
know. It looks like one of those like romance books that you see.
No.
You know, where they're like all like long hair riding on a horse.
But Carson, don't talk to me like
It
that.
doesn't even look like
She's
Luke
like,
Skywalker,
you can't
bro.
deny my force. Sorry, that's somebody's getting.
It's
fired.
also before Luke Skywalker is using a lightsaber, and it looks like he's trying to use a lightsaber there. But
Yeah, it definitely
Wait,
is.
he
yeah.
never uses one in the film,
not in A New Hope. He does in the later movies.
but he practices with one
He briefly,
briefly.
yeah.
like
That's
on the
interesting.
ship where it's like he's like deflecting the lasers and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I love
I
that
feel
it's
like A
almost
New
a-
Hope needed, like a good poster for A New Hope would have emphasized the Death Star more, because Death Star is like one of like the most iconic moments of the very first Star Wars movie.
I will
Yeah,
say,
and it's in the background.
Yeah, but it's like not prominent
it's giving
enough.
me the same vibe as Thanos in Endgame, where he's like, "Oh, it's there."
But you have to think about it.
You have to think about it.
Now, Revenge of the Sith, I will say, is definitely better in my opinion, because you like Darth Vader is not in the movie until the very end, where you see Anakin turn into Darth Vader, right? But
Yeah.
you got him being sort of like in the background like that. His face does kind of add something to it.
I think the best part
right, because
of this.
that's when he turns into the
Vader.
Yeah, to Vader. And then also, isn't that Obi-Wan and
Obi-Wan?
Anakin fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's kind of like a cool feature, because then like you kind of know that like something's gonna happen there.
Right.
Yeah, like
I
why would
kind
they be
of
fighting?
don't like that though.
You know what? I was
Why?
gonna say.
Because it kind of like ruins the like, let's say the poster is the first thing you see from the movie, and
Yeah.
you see Anakin and Obi-Wan fighting. Like going into the movie, having seen episodes 1 and 2, like, and obviously knowing Anakin's going to become Vader and all that, you don't necessarily know that it's going to be an Anakin versus Obi-Wan thing. You see Anakin and Obi-Wan getting close in the first 2 movies, but you don't see, you don't see them fighting. But you wouldn't see them fighting at all until the 3rd movie. And I think if it wasn't on the poster, it would be a lot more of a hype, like, battle, or much more of like a, oh my goodness, this is happening battle.
I mean, I still think it was like an oh my goodness, this is happening, because it was
It was
very
an
dramatic.
incredible battle. It was an incredible. It was probably the best lightsaber duel of any of the movies.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I saw it.
You are lying. you are
I
lying.
have the higher ground. I don't care.
You have seen.
Oh, I care.
From my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
From my point of view, I killed children, and I'm justifying it with your death.
That's true. He does kill children in the movie. That's crazy.
I'm pulling out everything.
Revenge
that
of the
I know.
Sith. Revenge of the Sith is the
Be
best of
part
the
of this
prequel trilogy.
conversation.
Yeah.
It was. I'm gonna be honest.
Because
like,
it ended.
well, no, because it was just objectively the best. It had the
Okay.
best scenes. Order 66, tragic, bro. So sad.
Oh, did Jumbo die, or that one squid slug-looking dude? The Jumbo one. No, that's freaking from.
All right.
You mean Jar Jar
So
Binks?
you're gonna sit this matchup out.
Yeah.
Y'all. Thanks for inviting.
Hey, Revenge of the Sith, right? That's
Yeah,
what we're going with?
yeah, Revenge of the
okay.
Sith.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Or what are you going with?
I haven't said a thing.
You don't have. You just asked if Jabba dies in episode 3, and you couldn't even get his name right.
But we're judging the poster.
and it's Jar Jar Binks.
All right. And listen, so I feel the same way you felt about Captain America's shield with their lightsabers. I feel like the poster for episode 3
I think
has
it's
a lot
supposed to.
going on, but I don't feel like it really flows that well. Like, it would be one thing if they took Vader out. Let's just take him out for a second, and then let's hone into that. That would have been a much better poster, like just visually, because like the way the aesthetics work, it feels kind of awkward the way it is right now. So I'm actually, for the sake of how the poster is structured, gonna go with A New Hope.
I'm sticking with Revenge of the Sith.
I'm also sticking with Revenge of the Sith, and they can't take.
Okay to be wrong.
Also because Revenge of the Sith has Samuel Jackson in it, and we're trying.
Not judging it based off the film.
Right, but we're judging it based off the fact that we want Samuel Jackson on the show.
Yeah.
Say
And
no.
also, they need to keep Darth Vader in. That's the whole entire point of Revenge of the Sith. It's like his origin story.
Which no, I think they could have utilized it better. It also feels weird that his mouth is kind of hidden. I don't know why that's.
He doesn't have a mouth.
The mouth of the mask. Anyway,
All right, you've lost all ability to speak on anything Star Wars, so
it's fine.
you can sit this one out.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's see what else your generator came up. Batman.
The Batman versus Titanic. The Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman.
The Batman. That's
Dang, I'm going with the Titanic. I don't like that one.
that.
Really?
You know what?
Yeah.
All right. Provide me your argument, Andy. Let's hear your argument.
It.
It's a whole new world. Oh, wrong movie. Sorry.
Okay. Too monotone for my taste.
Something.
I kind of wish they had more like dark or like black and like had like some sort of like city almost like in the background.
I'm hearing Andy out, bro. You're distracting me.
I'm sorry.
And
I could be swayed here.
You could be swayed.
I could be swayed.
You could be swayed.
All right, Andy.
also, you can't really read the title of the movie.
I will say
that's a good
I
point.
completely agree
That's
with
a
that.
good point.
I think like the idea of the bat there would have been cool in a different way, but not here. Not
I mean,
here.
it's on his like suit. They didn't need to put it over the text.
I will
It's
say
on his
I
suit.
completely agree with that.
Yeah. The Titanic points for that being the most iconic scene of the movie. Like,
Yeah.
they wouldn't have known that, but like it became that.
Which is
like,
fair, which
yeah,
is
yeah,
fair.
it became that scene. Yeah, that's
All right, you convinced me. I'm going Titanic.
All right, so that was a really good argument. Not gonna lie. My only problem.
debate club.
I think you know what. Okay,
Was never in it, but I should have been.
if I could talk about what I do like about the Titanic poster is actually what I didn't like about it at first looking at it. There is no Titanic in that shot. Like, of course you see the deck there and everything, but you don't see
Right.
the boat.
The movie
It can't spoil. It doesn't want to spoil it.
But
It's
that's
not about the boat.
It doesn't
though.
wanna
that's,
spoil
that's
the boat.
thing. That's what I kind of hated about it, but that is actually the truth of it, is that it's about them. It's one of those films, because, you know, the Titanic, real thing.
Yeah.
That
Spoiler
really
alert. It
happened.
sinks.
Spoiler alert. Yes. But
There was room on that door, man.
Yes. Spoiler.
never get over that. I will never get over that. I was like, girl, give me a turn. Give me a turn. I want to do a skit about that. Maybe we can talk about it later. It's going to be hilarious, but I need a pool. Anyway, so, but
I'm gonna tell you, I got a room and see me, pal. I'm kidding.
True. Okay. All right. I think for me personally, it's tough because
Wait, sorry. We live in LA.
We have an ocean.
Yeah, like next to the ocean. Why do we need a pool?
Well, the pool is
All
more
right,
controlled for
actually-
the sake of camera.
No.
though.
I was about to say, I
also, like-
literally just filmed like a whole 12-hour shoot at the ocean, and oh my gosh.
Also, like
Is that
taking.
hard?
One problem after the
You-
other.
you
I
wanna-
felt- it felt like the movie one battle after the other.
You
It
wanna
just didn't end.
you wanna film in like a controlled environment as much as possible, but especially when it comes to water, especially like
yeah.
especially with fresh water or pool, because salt water, even if it somehow breaks through the waterproof cage or whatever, if salt water is the first thing that will absolutely wreck your camera.
Yeah.
Like
You want to know why?
like whether
You want to know why, or you know why?
I know why, but
Oh, actually,
like most
like a
cameras
hot
are
take.
pretty like most cameras are like weatherproof, so like obviously you don't want to just dump them underwater and like all that, but like if they get splashed down or wet or whatever, or in rain or let rain down, your camera's going to be fine. But if it's salt water that gets on your camera, cooked.
so it's not actually the water.
It's the salt.
That's yeah. So the salt is what's conductive.
end of story.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like a substance, any kind. And what the thing about the
It's a
water is
substance,
that
yeah,
the
it's
water
like-
helps get the salt from point A to point in your camera and ruining everything.
Yeah, so I'm going Titanic though because I like the composition of it. Like I like
Yeah.
though you got a lot of leading lines, and you to use graphic design and art terms, you got a lot of leading lines pointing right to them with the horizon and the rope and all that. So the colors are better. I'm going Titanic.
All right, I guess. All right, I'll give a vote to Titanic because I do think looking at it for like 10 minutes.
Bro, that's crazy.
It
It was against me, and then I changed both y'all's minds.
flipped
I just
both
think,
hands.
like, for me, like, at first when you look at Titanic, it's kind of boring, but, like, when you understand what it's about, you can appreciate it, that is the story. Like, the Titanic is behind them. It is the pizza box, and they are the pizza. And I think it's ironic, but I think it works in that way. And honestly, the Batman would be higher on my list, if not for two things. Pointing out the bat, so solid. Now that I'm looking at it, it's annoying me.
Yeah, right. It's so hard to read.
It's annoying me. And two, it's got the same vibe as the Joker, where it just feels like yeah, it's independent of it, but like there's something about the way that it's functioned that it looks like a screenshot from the film with a filter of red on it, which looks cool, but at the same time, I just feel like it needs a little bit more of a postery vibe.
Yeah.
And I think that objectively, Titanic takes it.
Next shot.
Takes
next
it and breaks
matchup.
it in half.
Captain America: The First Avenger versus Spy Kids 3D. Game over.
Whoa.
I was like a memory unlocked, right?
That's crazy, bro.
That is not core memories for you guys.
Oh my lord. I've been seeing Spy Kids Game Over all over the place recently. I don't like it's funny that I'm looking at it right now. I will say
It's a terrible movie, by the way. Like I loved it as a kid, but like look now that I'm an adult and
Yeah.
I can
The George
analyze
Lopez.
movies, it's a terrible movie.
George Lopez was in that one. Are you sure you're not thinking of
Oh,
Shark Boy?
Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
I was thinking of that one. My
That
bad.
one's even worse. That movie's
It does
even
have
worse.
Sylvester Stallone right there. But my number one problem with this poster involving Sylvester is that you can't see him because of that freaking spiky ball thing.
Yeah.
What is that?
That is killing the whole thing for me right now, and why I'm giving my vote to Captain America.
Oh my goodness! Looking back at Spy Kids, like thinking about that movie, it's like a fever dream, bro.
Yeah,
It is, dude.
it's a fever dream.
Yeah, I'm going with Captain America. It's dramatic. It gets to the point.
Has the flag
America,
behind him.
Captain America, the Shield.
If I was 10 years old again, I probably would have gone with the Spy Kids poster. I'm like, that looks awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, it's just, I feel like the Spy Kids poster, like, obviously they're emphasizing 3D right now.
There's a time and a place.
I wonder if there's a 3D glasses would make a difference.
No, it was
I'm thinking out loud.
not with the poster, but with the movie. You had to watch it with the 3D glasses,
I don't know,
right?
absolutely.
Yeah,
But if the
that was
poster
what it
did
was made
if
for.
the poster did something, that would be cool too. I just think like if I got to point out some things about this poster that isn't working for me is A, it's a hot mess. There's way too much going on and not enough of what should be going on. Not only is my boy Sylvester over there covered by that spiky ball thing, but everybody else in the poster's freaking faded out. You can't even see their faces.
Yeah.
And then what the heck is that even red thing right there? And why is that? It's just awkwardly.
That one? I have.
No, the
That's
main.
a vehicle, bro.
Yeah, it's
well,
like the car,
it's
the
way too-
motorcycle thing that they drive.
Way
I mean,
too
I think
busy.
I remember the robot sphere thing. I think that guy was awesome, if I remember correctly.
I don't remember.
Probably, actually. I think he was.
If I
yeah.
look at that guy, I'm like, that's probably the best character in the movie. If I look at that
Honest
right
to
there.
God. Yeah, no, it's a mess.
But yeah, no, I'm going Captain America: First Avenger. I've never
Same.
seen that one. but
Simplicity.
The poster looks good.
It's worth a watch.
Yeah,
it's
it's
worth
good.
a watch.
I liked
It's
it.
good. I think it's definitely. It almost feels like the most comic booky.
I heard like
Marvel
the first.
film.
I heard the first. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard the first 30 minutes of First Avenger are way better than the rest of the movie.
Probably,
Yeah. Once he becomes Captain America in that regard, things do kind of go downhill because you like the story of him. It's like almost like everything.
I have a bedtime, Gabe. We need to get this going.
Oh, my bad. You right. All right, what's next?
Harry
Jurassic
Potter
Park.
and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone versus Jurassic Park. Both these
Jurassic
posters
Park.
suck.
Yeah.
I feel okay. I think
You're gonna choose Jurassic Park?
hell yeah.
That's the worst poster I've seen so far.
It's so.
It tells you nothing about the movie.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. Okay, Jurassic Park would have been better if it looked like it was an actual poster for the park.
That would be hype, and I would choose it.
That would be
Yeah.
hype. My problem with Harry Potter is what the heck is going on? There's way too much for me.
I mean, there's a lot going
They
on.
need to spread some of that stuff out. They got way too much.
Yeah, they have so much space on the edge that they could have spread it out.
They have too much space. They have way too much space, in my opinion. I think that, like, literally, it's cluttered for me. Like, if you like the film, you're gonna like the poster.
I
But
don't
Jurassic
like the
Park
film, and
for
I
me-
like the poster. Jurassic Park is a great movie. I love Jurassic Park.
just think,
better
like-
than Harry Potter. But Harry Potter's poster is both suck, but Harry Potter's poster is better.
Let me tell you something though. That tagline, that graphic design of Jurassic Park, has time tested.
I think I'm gonna. I really like. The busyness of the Harry Potter poster is a lot for me.
The Harry imposter.
Yeah, exactly. The simplicity of the Jurassic Park is kind of like out of the two.
Yeah.
Like,
Out of the two, I think that the simplicity of Jurassic Park
Yeah.
beats how messy and complicated the Harry Potter one is. That being said, it's not terrible. It just, like, spread it out.
yeah,
I'm going Harry Potter just
it
because I
breathe.
think Jurassic Park's too boring, but I think Jurassic Park is winning here.
Yeah, I think
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park won. Yeah.
All right.
The dinosaurs win again.
But yeah, I think they could have done a whole lot better. I think the later ones did good.
All right.
Jurassic Park.
Now we got Rubber versus The Godfather.
I've never seen Rubber.
Ironically, Rubber is the single worst movie I've ever seen in my life, and The Godfather is the single best movie I've ever seen in my life.
I'm gonna go opposite with the posters. I feel like the Rubber poster is better than the Godfather
No.
poster.
I mean, okay, they're both pretty boring in my opinion. I won't lie. The Godfather poster could have been a lot better, and it should have been a lot better. The
Yeah.
poster should have been a lot better, but I'm still choosing the Godfather poster here. And it's not because it's like my favorite movie. It is my favorite movie, but that's not why I'm choosing it. It is.
Okay.
In fact,
I still haven't watched it.
I haven't seen it either.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's getting up.
Are we gonna
What do
do?
you get? Do you have a hat?
no, I forgot to change into the shirt before I started.
Oh my gosh. Charlie, you should. Yeah, literally. Then you wouldn't have had the Dr. Pepper thing.
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. The Godfather's great. Maybe if it was like just
They
the Rose or something, like, but just him. Like, it's just
They
again,
literally they did the thing that we were saying that we don't
Exactly.
like. They just took a screenshot.
They took a screenshot
and this one's
from the
even
film.
worse because they didn't do anything else. Like,
no, literally.
like they didn't
bro.
add like a filter or anything. This is just like a straight up screenshot from the movie.
Although I'm gonna be honest, I think I am realizing that I'm not the biggest fan of posters that are pure graphic design. Because in my opinion,
yeah.
I don't know. Like Rubber. Again, I don't know what Rubber's about. Are you tired of the expected? I don't know.
Tired.
This isn't. Oh my gosh.
Let me tell you what Rubber is about. It is about a tire, a sentient tire coming to life. The first 20 minutes of the movie. I have to say all that again because I wasn't in the mic. But let me tell you what Rubber is all about. All right? It's about a sentient tire coming to life. All right?
Doesn't it eat people?
The first 20 minutes is spent watching the tire dig itself out of sand and then roll through a desert. And then it starts killing everyone by vibrating rapidly.
You see, I would like the concept.
All I'm saying. Oh, sorry.
No, I appreciate that. I would like the concept if the tire just like really, really tempted people. Like, yeah, you got to like get in this tire and roll down a hill. And then the whole time they go to like an infinite stomach void of Narnia. It's going to be like a tire plus Kirby.
That would be cool. That would be cool.
All right.
The
I'm
thing-
choosing the Godfather.
That would be a good JoJo episode.
We both chose Rubber, and I just want to point this out. Somebody got paid to make the Godfather one, and that kind of makes me mad.
You know what?
Like
Listen,
somebody got paid a lot of money to just take a screenshot of the film and write the Godfather
I
over
feel
it.
like that's also like kind of a time thing though, because I got a buddy that watches a lot of films back in the time, and like same thing with Psycho. All right, they just kind of like It's a different vibe. It was a different vibe, but you're right. It's just not like iconic enough. There
Yeah.
not like enough going on. Like Marlon Brando's amazing. I'm sure he did amazing in the film.
Have you not seen it? Bro, you're an actor. That's like a great movie to watch to study the acting.
I know
Well,
Gabe.
I
Gabe
guess-
hasn't seen a lot of like the famous movies.
I guess we're gonna have to do a reacts video series anyway.
But
So
I cannot believe.
don't skip the rubber, kids.
I know it's not about the movie and it's about the poster, but still, my favorite movie of all time just got defeated in a bracket by the worst movie I've ever seen.
we can't win at everything.
That's crazy, bro. I feel bad. I feel bad now, but I'm not changing my answer.
Nah, I'm sorry, dude.
That's the highest rated movie on IMDb, by the way. The Godfather being
Oh, I know I'm sure it's a great movie.
Defeated by a tire.
I'm sure it's a great movie. They just did
At
did
least
not
he
do anything
killed
with the
something.
poster.
His own
All right.
film and The Godfather's poster.
Next up, Jaws versus Toy Story. I mean,
Yeah.
Jaws.
Yeah.
It's just too
Dang.
iconic, bro.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like Toy Story for me kind of has the same problem Shrek does, except like the opposite. Like they were trying with Toy Story, and I appreciate that. But I just it's not doing enough.
It's too much, but
It's-
in the wrong area.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah,
everything's
exactly.
happening down at the bottom left there.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Jaws is the perfect example of a poster that becomes iconic.
It's simple, but it gets the job done.
It gets the job done. And it just does so much with so little with what it
Yeah.
has. It's literally the film in a sense, and so far two great animated films that deserve better posters. However,
Jaws?
yeah, Toy Story and Shrek.
Oh, okay.
That's the second animated film we've had that I was like, you are way too good to have such a boring
Honestly,
poster.
of all the animated films the 3 animated films that were on this, I think The Lion King had the best of the 3.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best
Yeah.
of the 3 is definitely The Lion King. My favorite to watch is Shrek.
I agree with that.
I will say, as the most rewatch power. Toy Story, you're great, but Shrek, I mean,
Hey, come on. You don't give
I
me
kind of agree.
Don't
Yeah,
give me that.
do
I was going to
agree.
say, Andy, don't give me that look, bro. Shrek was the first animated movie to win Best Animated Feature.
Yeah, no, I think I don't think I really watched those. I haven't seen Shrek in like any of these movies in a long time. But
Shrek-
Somebody
Shrek 2.
once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead.
Whoa.
Oh. Hey now, you're an all-star.
No, that wasn't the right line.
I know. You're an all-star.
Get the show on. Get paid.
All right,
All
Jaws
guys,
wins.
That was good. Yeah, that was good. We should start a band.
absolutely. I just want to worship the Lord with this kazoo.
I've been saying that like we should end with every. I think we should work on implementing Bon Jovi's "Living on a Prayer" in worship. Just 2 or 3 lines.
Living on a prayer.
Anyways,
All right, next one.
Oh,
I think this is the last.
Oh.
I think this is the last matchup. We got The Great Gatsby versus Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl.
This one hurts a little bit for me, but well,
These are actually both pretty solid in my opinion.
yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna go with Pirates of the Caribbean. I like the sunset, dude. It's doing a lot for me. The ship in the background.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's the way to like put people in the back. Like Fast and Furious. Like if they had done something sort of like this and then had the people in the background.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
They could have gotten. Yeah. They could have done.
I think
done well.
like The Great Gatsby, like the vibe, like it has a lot of dead space, but the art, like the artistic around it, makes me not upset by that dead space.
Yeah, no, and
Like-
that's like the theme of it too. Like
Yeah.
that's what the Roaring Twenties was.
No,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
sort of like that style. But I just, yeah, they're 2 great posters. I had to pick a winner, and I think it's the Pirates.
I think it's Pirates.
I think the Pirates is a landslide for me, actually.
Oh.
Just because, like, I feel like, because I've read The Great Gatsby, and it's pretty great.
The book is my favorite book of all the books I've read.
I will say, I just feel like it's not a bad poster by any means or whatever. But
Yeah, yeah.
I almost wanted, like, looking at it, I wanted more from it. or I wanted something that like showed me more. Like this is the one where I would forgive a mini screenshot of the whole meeting the Great Gatsby and the moment there. Like he should be holding the glass up because that for me was like the most iconic shot.
That would have been a good shot.
That would have been a great
like if
thing.
he's like inviting you in.
Yeah,
with
that
the
shot of
yeah.
with the fireworks in the background is insane. It's such a good shot.
You know,
Yeah.
and then just the small little what do you call it again? What was it? Swindling alcohol in the background or something like that. I forgot what that was called. It was like
like
was it?
moonshine. What do you mean?
what was
Booze?
it called when you were bootlegging?
Bootlegging.
Could have been
Oh,
bootlegging
yeah.
in the background. Would have been a cool little
Yeah.
thing.
I
like little things in
I think that
posters
movie's-
you're like, I know what that is.
I think that movie's underrated as a whole. The Great
Oh,
Gatsby.
for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
with that.
it's-
Yeah. Also, her looking to the left, her left, our right, is kind of weird to me. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I have a physical poster from The Great Gatsby like printed out that I think is way better than this one, which is like the main, I think the most common
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
most iconic one. But yeah, it's just good vibes. But I think
Yeah.
The Curse of the Black Pearl, Pirates of the Caribbean here wins this one.
I don't know why I would love a Pirates of the Caribbean poster for the Black Pearl with just like those two pirates, the one with the eye that pops out all the
They're,
time,
like, fighting.
just like fighting or
By
like
the way-
chasing it in like the corner.
Yeah.
That to me is the equivalent of Ice Age's the squirrel with the
Yeah,
unicorn.
yeah, that's-
so it would
that's
just be
funny
so
that, like, it
funny.
became
Just a fun
yeah.
fact. I have touched the monkey from Pirates of the Caribbean multiple times. I've pet it. It's played with my hair. I work with it on a weekly basis. Yeah,
He touched it. Sorry.
in an appropriate way. I pet the monkey.
Yeah.
I pet the monkey.
Okay, yeah, because the way that you said that, like I've touched that
Touched
monkey.
him.
I've
touched that
her.
monkey.
It's a she for starters.
I've touched that monkey, is what Charlie said. I let
Yeah.
it play with my hair.
And she likes
That's
it.
your real hair. Sorry, I've been it's one of my favorites.
All right,
I'm just
all
saying
right.
what I'm saying.
I will say, funny thing, last comment about Pirates of the Caribbean.
It is the last matchup.
The last comment I have about it is that it's funny because I feel like it's so iconic that I can forgive the fact that I almost feel the same way about like the spacing of things that I do with the Fast and the Furious and the horses. Except this time they did it right with the boat, with the Black Pearl.
They did it right because
That
they
one
added
made sense.
they added a sunset.
You know, it's called, the Curse of the Black Pearl. You see the Black Pearl. The Lord of the Rings wasn't the curse of the horses. And therefore, we don't just have a bunch
It
of
wasn't the
random
tale
horses.
of two horses.
That would have been.
It was the tale of two towers.
Wait, is that really what it was called?
I don't know if that was the name. I'm pretty sure that's one of the
I
Lord of
was
the Rings
about
names.
to say for a second.
It's-
I was like,
It's
uh-oh.
not
The two towers in the Lord of the Rings.
break for me.
Wait, hold on, am I tripping?
There were two towers in the Lord of the Rings. When did it come out?
Yeah, it's called The Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers.
Yeah.
North Tower, South Tower.
Yeah. All right, that was a good episode, guys. We're not finishing it.
That was a 9/11 joke. The second horse has hit the tower.
Something inside of me is getting a little busy.
All right, we got ourselves a round two.
Around the chair. Okay.
And it starts off with
One thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to
It
remind
starts
myself
with-
how.
Star Wars: The Force Awakens versus Avengers: Infinity War. Now we remember what these look like, right?
Yes, of
Dude, this
course.
is, yeah,
We
yeah,
have-
it's a little harder, but
Infinity War.
Let me get the OBS open.
Sorry. Let me wait for us
I
to be
forgot
ready.
about the OBS.
The Obus.
The OBS.
Oh, right. We got to record this.
We got to record the
We
screen.
want you people to be able to see what we're seeing and everything. Otherwise,
Remind me later.
Remind you.
All right.
later.
So, we have the bracket. We can go back to the pictures if we want. So we got The Force Awakens
Oh, I see. Now.
versus Avengers: Infinity War. Which, I mean, if we're looking between the two,
I'm thinking Infinity War for this one.
I'm thinking Infinity War.
Infinity War by far because, despite how good it is for The Force Awakens. It's not doing as much as Infinity War.
You know why I'm choosing Infinity War? Because it took me until now, after all these years, over a decade of this movie being out, to realize that is Starkiller Base, which is the planet that they go to blow up from the First Order.
Oh, really?
I can't believe you didn't.
I did not
That's
notice
crazy,
that. I didn't know that.
bro.
I did not notice that until just
Yeah.
now while looking at
Even
that.
I know what that is, and I don't know what that is.
Wait. Time out. Go back to the poster real quick. Does he have a lightsaber?
John Boyega?
Yeah.
Yeah, Finn uses a lightsaber at one point.
Isn't he like the stormtrooper though?
Yeah, but he does use the lightsaber at one point in the
Oh,
movie.
okay.
Yeah.
The Stormtroop.
He's not very good at it, but he does use it.
Okay.
The Stormtrooper. Is
Infinity War moves on.
The lightsaber.
Infinity War moves on to the next round, and next up in round two, matchup 2 of round 2 is the Dark Knight versus the Avengers Endgame.
Dark Knight.
Dark
right?
Knight.
Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Dark Knight. Don't even need to look at him. Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to say.
Endgame barely skirted through.
Yeah,
That's
I was
true.
about to
Yeah.
say, truthfully.
Like the Endgame was a huge. If you're just basing off of posters, Endgame was a huge
Right.
step down from Infinity
Right.
War in,
Okay.
in poster
Spider-Man.
design. Now we got Spider-Man versus
Oh.
Friday the 13th.
Spider-Man.
I'm going Friday the 13th.
Oh, really?
I think it's a better poster. I just think it's more interesting. Remember, I didn't vote for Spider-Man in the last round. I don't think.
Yeah.
I just think Spider-Man poster is really kind of boring, in my opinion.
I think the Spider-Man poster just, especially because like watching it, like it's just an iconic take of that film series. Plus, that shot of Dr. Octavius's glasses reflecting Spider-Man coming at him in Spider-Man 2. Different film, but
It's not the poster, bro.
Wait, we're
not the poster.
Not even the same build.
Not even the same movie.
it's
Not the same movie.
It's reflecting the vision of the director, which was a pretty good vision. And it gave us one of the best songs from the lead singer of Nickelback. I am so high, I can hear heaven. And
You
that-
just made me on the side of history that says Nickelback is a bad band.
Yeah.
You just put me on that side.
But how can that be when love man?
All right.
So I'm going Spider-Man because I'm biased.
I'm going
not
Friday the
because of
13th.
anything else.
I think Friday. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this. Like, look
All
at
right.
this, bro. Got this boring Spider-Man thing.
You calling that boring?
Yeah. Versus Friday the 13th. It looks spooky, bro.
The Sam Raimi suit is not boring, Charlie.
All right.
It was a unique take on the Spider-Man.
It was
suit.
a great take on the Spider-Man suit. It got me into Spider-Man. It got me into superheroes.
You know what? If you don't choose Friday the 13th right now,
I don't care what you say. It's Spider-Man. I don't care what you have to botcha. There's nothing. For someone who has such a big bias against blue, you're picking the more blue poster.
I have something against blue people.
Yeah.
The
You got something-
aliens.
I'm not inviting the Smurfs over
Let me
here.
specify. They keep. I shouldn't be saying blue people. I should be saying blue aliens because I don't have anything against people.
No,
It's
you have
blue.
something against aliens.
There
in general.
are, in fact, blue people.
I
don't know if you've seen it. There's
Blue
an
Man Group,
actual
bro.
condition. Yes. There's an actual condition where some people, a handful of people in the world, are legitimately blue. And you can look it up.
Interesting. I don't have anything against those people because they're human. I've made it very clear in all of this and every time this has come up that I'm very pro-human. I'm not
very pro-human.
I'm very anti-alien.
Yeah, he's
I am
just
a,
like
I am a space
Wait,
racist.
You
but
said
I'm in
you're an
favor of
alien.
humans.
Genocide. Your stuff is our stuff, buddy. Boom.
Yes, because humans are the best,
My favorite
and aliens are not.
My favorite aliens are the ones from Scary Movie 2.
I haven't seen
Charlie,
that one.
you would have been a colonist. Like the same logic applies.
And then Charles crossed the
No,
Atlantic
it's not the
Ocean.
same logic because the people that got colonized, who unfortunately got colonized, are people too, are humans too.
Okay, no, time out.
He's Charles Brown.
What did they call America?
Charles Brown is what Charlie Brown grows into. Sorry.
That Thanksgiving special was just Charles Brown over here making room for all of the people.
What did they call America? Like they were like, we
Dougie.
have to journey to the new world.
Yeah, New World.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. They didn't know about like other planets and things like we do now.
Right. So but if we're journeying to another world and I see a 9-foot tall blue thing, I'm like, that ain't human.
I think
You see,
that
that
I
is,
think the colonists said the same thing about the Native Americans.
That's not what I'm saying though. You're not.
They're
You're
like,
comparing me to the wrong
"Lieutenant,
people.
shoot them! They don't speak English.
They're not wearing any clothes.
You know what's crazy?
Sleep with their women
You know what's
and
crazy?
steal their food.
Give them diseases.
Someone get them a blanket. No, not that one. This one.
No, dude. The
Wash your hands afterwards.
don't touch your face until you have to wash your hands.
Sees him touch his face. Have him be with them.
We lost him.
It was a good boy. I knew
one
him
of them
very well
now.
in my personal quarters. Anyway,
But what's crazy though about our
we were boat buddies.
Wait, sorry. Okay, wait. What? Crazy about
so
what?
our clip about me claiming I could beat Aquaman in a fight
Yeah.
got a lot more anger
Than
and
the racist
outrage
ones.
than me saying we should wipe out the blue people from Avatar.
Oh, well, here's the thing. The blue people in Avatar don't have the fan base that Aquaman has. You were
That's
going against
true.
a fan base, not a people, a fan base. All right? The blue people are like, Avatar, that movie that was made like 2 decades ago, and they're still filming
No, they
now?
ask you The Last Airbender.
What did Aang do?
Yeah.
Korra, we'd understand.
All right, Spider-Man clearly moves on. Next up is Pulp Fiction versus Joker.
Pulp Fiction.
Speaking of people I could beat in a fight, bro, I could beat Joker in a fight.
Probably.
Like honestly, like they needed Batman to stop Joker. Nah, just send me in there, bro. I need Jay. I could just. That was a good little. Can't do it again.
He's like, ow, my hand.
He's like, yeah, that really.
I could beat him up.
I could beat up Joker. Come on, I could beat up Joker.
All right. I'm going Pulp Fiction here as well.
I'm going Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Sorry, Jokey.
Now we got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood versus Revenge of the Sith. I mean, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. Answering our own question.
Titanic
Yeah.
versus Captain America: First Avenger. This one's actually tougher.
Yeah.
I think I'm going Titanic here. Andy, you sold me so hard on Titanic that I'm riding that now.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Put me on that boat.
this is where
Actually, don't.
simplicity loses. Well, actually, they're both pretty simple posters that
Yeah.
speak
Yeah.
pretty much, but Titanic does more with what it is.
Really? I was gonna go Captain America
Really?
here.
You want to compare them side by side while we're
I think
here?
Captain America has some drama to it.
Nope, not that one. There we go. Got Titanic there.
Yeah.
Or Captain America. I think Titanic, bro. I think the colors
Wait.
work better.
Yeah. Wait. Sorry. Go back to Captain. No, I think you're right. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm kind of getting thrown off by the. Why do they do that with Captain America?
He looks desaturated.
Well, and then they put this like white light like right over there too.
And the text is like way too high. Like the
it's kinda
Also,
blending
it's
into
kind
the
of
credit
like
block.
The
the
credit block.
silver on silver kind
Yeah.
of action there is just like a little
Yeah.
distracting.
I feel
No,
like
I agree.
I feel like
Yeah.
the credit, like the title
It's
being the high is
simple.
fine, but the credit block needed to be lower.
It's simple but messy.
Yeah.
All right, I think it's
I'm
simple
going
but
Titanic.
messy, so I'll go with Titanic on this one too, because Titanic communicates more.
Crazy. We almost had Titanic eliminated in the first round.
That
and
is-
Andy
is
made
kinda
one
nuts.
argument and us on the
I'm
third
not gonna
round.
lie, that was a pretty good argument though. One that I had to be like, okay, I can take another look.
All right, you got Jurassic Park versus
Jurassic-
Rubber. I think I'm gonna go with Rubber. I hate the movie. It beat The Godfather, which I was going for The Godfather, but I think it's a better poster
He's
than
over
Jurassic
here like,
Park.
listen, man. If it
You got
lost to
Rubber.
The Godfather,
Jurassic Park versus
Bro, I think
Rubber.
I would go with Rubber too.
really,
I think it is a better poster.
I am
The same
still,
reason that The Godfather lost is the reason that Jurassic Park is gonna lose. They could have done more.
Jurassic Park is all Dead Space, bro.
but it's on T-shirts, and I don't see none of that with Rubber. Unironically enough, I'm going with Jurassic Park, but you know, Rubber. Good game. Good game.
Dude, that's crazy. Oh, we got Jaws versus
Jaws.
Pirates. Oh, this is actually a tough matchup.
Jaws.
no.
This is a tough matchup.
Jaws. It has to be Jaws. I love Pirates of the Caribbean. I love it, but that is probably not the best poster Pirates has. It's not bad. It was certainly more iconic than the other option.
I gotta look at him one more time.
But I think
No,
Jaws is
I'm leaning
just-
Jaws. I am leaning
I'm
Jaws.
leaning Jaws.
Got Jaws, iconic, obviously. Pirates.
Dang, dude.
It does blend a little bit better now that I'm looking at it, but I'm giving it to Jaws. That's my vote, because I like Pirates of the Caribbean. There's something about the
I
four
almost
faces
feel like
that's messing with
No,
me,
I almost
'cause
feel
it's-
like if they got rid of the faces, Pirates would sweep.
Yeah.
honestly, yeah, maybe. I think
Yeah.
you got a real solid point there.
No,
It's star
If-
power, but it's also
If they removed the faces and just
they put
moved, and they just extended how far the gradient goes before it zooms out.
Dude,
also
I
fades
think
out.
if they did that and they also put if they had the sun and then half of the sun was the gold doubloon with like the skull on it and it like faded into the sun, that would be a sick
That could
poster.
be a choice.
I think because they dropped the ball in some ways like that, I'm going Jaws.
Jaws,
Yeah.
Jaws to me is just kind of flawless.
It is an iconic. Yeah, it is an iconic
Like
poster.
I can't look
they
at
did a
Jaws.
Really good job.
Jaws will only lose to other posters based on how much more other posters provide. Because to me, when I look at Jaws, it's just the ideal poster.
I agree. It's pretty good. Now we're on round
Can
3.
we just let it beat Rubber already?
Yeah.
Like, it's going against Rubber.
All right, but let's
Sorry.
get ahead. We got to start at the top of round
All
3.
right, this one will be.
This is
interesting.
Avengers: Infinity War versus The Dark Knight.
I want to hear both of your takes before I say.
All right, let me
what I wanna
look at
say.
them real quick.
Yeah.
You got Avengers: Infinity War. This guy right here versus The Dark Knight. I have my answer right away.
Yeah, same.
I'm going Dark Knight.
I'm also going Dark Knight.
Because here's one big flaw with Avengers: Infinity War holding back. You never see the Hulk like it is in the poster.
That is so real. False advertisement.
Yep.
We see him for 2 seconds. He gets his butt whooped.
I also don't understand the pose that Iron Man is doing in that one. Like,
Yeah.
He's holding everything together.
Like
dude, actually, straight up. Well, I guess in Endgame he's like the sacrifice, and I was thinking like on like
kind of like a Christ.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he doesn't get sacrificed in Infinity War.
yeah. So
I'm going Dark Knight.
I'm also going Dark Knight. Yeah.
I have to go Dark Knight. And here's what I'm going to say is that Avengers Infinity War has one of the most solid Marvel posters because it's just flavorful. The film was like 10,000% fan service in so many different ways. But
Yeah.
Thanos' arc in the film is kind of beautiful for what they could do with it, with what they
Yeah.
had available. And I loved it. It was a film I watched literally 7 times. But The Dark Knight.
Solid poster.
Yeah.
Solid movie.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I wish they did with Thanos though is I really wish they did the Hela like arc with him, like where like he actually like falls in love with the goddess of death. Like they kind of just took that out.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting. Like, yeah, we're out of resources and everything. And I'm like, you have the Infinity Stones,
Yeah.
infinite resource stones, the creation of just turn dust into bread.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We got Spider-Man
Worked for
versus
Jesus.
Pulp Fiction. This one, Pulp Fiction, bro. Magazine look.
I'm gonna say there is some contention in me for this, but I might have an answer.
You go first. I don't.
Listen, if we're thinking about posters objectively, Pulp Fiction just has stronger lasting power in terms of what it was as a poster. That pose of her with the cigarette and her legs behind her, it just speaks so much. The film Spider-Man, the way that poster is, the vibes, the energy, that like early 2000s like rock nostalgia in Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire, amazing. But Pulp Fiction.
All the reasons that you gave for Pulp Fiction is why I'm choosing Spider-Man.
Really?
I feel like that is an iconic movie poster
Yeah.
of of that time period.
I will say, I don't know if you understand because you clearly didn't like the Spider-Man poster as much as all the other things. But that really was, it was everywhere.
Yeah.
It was everywhere, all right? And those were one of the superheroes that
It
made
was-
you believe.
It was one of the first superhero movies.
right.
Yeah, like it
and
was
good ones.
Yeah, because it was like there was like X-Men and then like Spider-Man.
We were coming
came out.
off
Yeah,
of freaking Batman with the nipples, the Clooney one.
Oh my gosh.
That's where we were coming from with comic book movies. Sure, we were getting Blade, we were getting freaking the X-Men, and then you have Spider-Man, one of the most iconic superheroes of all time, one of the faces on the Mount Rushmore of superheroes, and they freaking get a poster that is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
But Pulp Fiction, I feel like the
Yeah.
class, the vibe, the filmography,
I'm going Pulp Fiction.
it stands alone. Spider-Man has so many options. This is probably not the most iconic Spider-Man image in the world, but Pulp Fiction just, yeah,
All right, Pulp Fiction.
sorry.
That's okay.
I like
Now-
your mustache.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood versus Titanic. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You know what? I'm
You're on the fence here?
I'm on the fence.
Let's
you
pull 'em up.
You got me with the argument
Pull
with
them
the
up.
Titanic.
You got Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Let's
Oh, Charlie's really serious about this. He's expanding the image.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It's got so many elements from the movie. It's a movie. What's impressive about the poster, in my opinion, is the movie is like it's long. A lot
We can't
happens.
talk about the movie.
But no, it goes into the poster.
It is important,
A lot happens
but-
in the movie, but the poster somehow captures like most of it, if not
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
It's just got the great aesthetic. I went to school across the street from this theater that this is in. Fun fact, what this is, and then and it's up against where
Charlie,
is
we
it?
get that this is
Titanic.
your favorite. Okay.
Titanic,
All right. You
which is a good poster. But-
I'm going Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I like how the Hollywood is the Hollywood sign.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah. I will have to say, here's my argument for the Titanic real quick, is that because I love references, I love communication and how things can communicate. I love when simplicity can speak so much with so little. However, if I had to look at them side by side, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood
I would go
get me watching that.
Yeah, I would
movie.
go see Once Upon a Time in
It's
Hollywood.
more
I
fun.
agree.
It's as a poster, I would have that on my wall 1,000% more than I would Titanic.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's fun. It's colorful. I love everybody in it. But both Leonardo DiCaprio, which is not something I thought about until this second.
Oh,
No, that's true. They're both Leo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio, you're welcome on the show. Margot Robbie, you're of course welcome on the show.
Just don't bring your 25-year-old girlfriend, please. Whichever one you're with.
Oh, you're
this
talking about
time.
Leo. I thought you were talking about
Oh, Margot, dude. You know what's funny? There was such a big hype train for Margot Robbie being like such a beautiful actress and everything, but like for me, I was always kind of like, she looks like she's really cool.
She looks like a grandma.
I was never on.
Hey,
the train.
congratulations on the baby, by the way, Margot.
Oh my gosh, yes. But I think like she is one of the actresses up there that I would love to work with the most right now. Her, Ana de Armas. I just think she's.
No, I mean
fun.
like
I think she's
genuinely.
really
she's
good.
like she seems like a cool actress.
If they make
She's like a
another
cool person.
Barbie, I want to be Ken.
She just seems like a cool. She just seems like a cool
one
person.
of the Ken dolls.
I want to be one of the Ken dolls. I want to be the one that gets the beard. If there wasn't already one. It's been a while.
But
Anyway,
yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Also,
baby.
Brad Pitt also welcome on the show. Honestly,
We can't go through all the actors.
Just don't bring any Scientology friends.
I thought he's past that. I thought that was. I think Tom Cruise is the one that's still into it, but I think Brad Pitt. I thought was past
I thought
it.
he also gave that up so he could see his kids again. Tom.
Tom,
Yeah.
maybe. I
Unfortunately-
thought they like bribed him to stay, and they made like special concessions for him.
I may have missed something. I know Scientology, we've talked about it. I almost filmed with Scientology people once, a couple times, but only because I didn't know who they were before. This is just a really contentious one because, part of me's thinking like how we operate in the film industry and everything. I was like, it might be a great opportunity to get in there. But I think our conversation helped me a lot be like, okay, there is a time and place for when I can be in certain environments and, be that light to the world. This probably isn't one of them. Maybe I don't need to serve a different denominations church thing just to get close to them. It's also a little sketchy of a thing to do as a Christian,
Yeah.
Not just because you're Christian, but also just like if you think about
Well, like, if
playing
you're-
games, like it's kind of underhanded. And if we're gonna play this game with each other, Scientology, we're gonna play it fair and square. We're gonna see which prophets are gonna get struck down by which god.
Well, we also like made the point
That
of
is my
like
declaration.
this is a little bit of a this is a little bit more serious than we normally
Respectfully.
get. This is a little more serious than we normally get. But like, yeah, you were like talking about being like but like if you're gonna be the light in a place like that, it wouldn't be a place where you're actively doing a job that's supposed to be outreaching to bring more people to Scientology.
Yeah.
And it's like I've been blessed to be in so many different rooms where I can really like affluence other people from different things, like I've worked some AIDS events, and all that kind of stuff. But like, I think in my spirit, this one definitely felt different. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's one thing over here because this way I get to love people and serve people. And this way I'm actively helping advance that thing. And that's like, that goes against it a bit. So,
Well, moving on back to the silly, goofy stuff.
right.
Next one.
Margot Robbie's welcome to the show. That's all I'm saying. Next, so Once Upon a Time in Hollywood moves on. Next up is Rubber
this was the
versus
easy
Jaws.
one. Jaws.
Jaws, yeah.
Jaws.
Rubber meets its end.
I'm actually going to go rubber.
I think it'd be funny if we went with Rubber, but
No.
Wait, should we, before we submit scores, should any of us try to put up an argument for rubber?
let's go back to the poster.
Let's just see
All
what
right.
can we
let's
do?
get one thing out of the way. Like
Okay,
obviously,
that's blue, so that's a no for you.
Obviously, Jaws is iconic, right? But if we're gonna put,
not a human.
let's say we'd put iconicness aside, okay? Iconology aside. Rubber, it gets the point. It's about a tire.
No.
You think that there would be streak
I-
of some? You know what?
It's not just a screenshot from the movie.
True.
It has a little eye in there to represent tell you it's a horror movie because it's creepy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on. What if we can try to fix this poster real quick? Let's get a graphic design
Also,
thing out.
the tagline: "Are you tired of the expected?"
If this
Tired.
was a
You guys are
comedy
trying.
horror, if this was a comedy horror,
I'm pretty sure it was comedy horror. I'm pretty sure it's the
But
idea.
like, if it was like locked in comedy horror, something like that might have worked with me. But just imagine this. This would help. Let's get rid of like the freaking weird red this is. We need a tire print, like a road tire, like skirt. That's just blood,
Yeah.
like coming down, like
Wow.
like 1/3 or 1/4 of like from the side, like down
Yeah.
or whatever, or like have like it as a tear on the eye in a way. I'm just saying maybe we could fix this poster.
We could, but unfortunately, we're ranking the poster as it is.
And Andy has a
I
bedtime.
can't.
And I have a bedtime.
Yeah, I can't like. It would be funny at this point, but if we're being like true to the bracket and like keeping integrity alive, I have to go with Jaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jaws.
Jaws. And it's not even like the iconic part, but it's like
It's just
Jaws
better.
is just a better poster.
Objectively a better poster.
All right,
Rubber
we-
just got lucky the past couple rounds.
We are in the final four, the semifinals.
This is even more bias.
This is the Dark Knight
Has
versus
even
Pulp
more
Fiction.
bias attached to
This
it.
is Dark Knight versus Pulp Fiction, guys.
Can we pull them up? Can we do a side by side here? 'Cause
Yeah,
this is a tough one.
This is where we really
let's
have
get
to
the side by side going. Let's just do posters
Okay,
side by
so-
side.
I can confidently say, despite all arguments, I think that objectively as a poster,
This is actually a tough one.
I know, dude.
I actually
it's
have-
like the
I'm
more I'm
struggling.
looking at
I
it, the
know.
more I'm doubting every single thing.
I have no idea. They're both phenomenal posters. I think this is like maybe the toughest Final Four we've had in any of our episodes so far.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. Because here's the thing: I have a big bias to The Dark Knight because if I can't think of a film that's great as my favorite film, my default is The Dark Knight. My
I'm-
default, because like you have different films for different
Yeah, you
seasons
do
of your life.
comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? But this, out of comfort films, The Dark Knight is like on top. Pulp Fiction has a level of iconicness that is hard to deny. If we're speaking objectively on the posters, although it is Tarantino style, which I appreciate, all the names on the left side, don't like it as much.
Yeah, we gotta start nitpicking now. We gotta nitpick.
If we have to nitpick,
we have to nitpick here.
In a way, you could say that The Dark Knight almost has like the same Inception thing going on, where it's just like you have the people at the bottom, and then this huge building and everything, and it's like you're thinking about.
Here's the thing. Here's a pro for Pulp Fiction. I am always a sucker for when the director, especially in a more of an artsy movie, has like a Quentin Tarantino film, or a film by Steven Spielberg or whoever it may be.
I'm over here. I'm looking for
And
a Christopher Nolan film right now.
I think it's like, what does that say? Can't tell you.
Oh wait, what's on top?
Enhance.
Welcome to a world without.
Yeah, but this one has a tagline on it, which is pretty good. Which I think the tagline beats the winner Best Picture Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah, I'm over here. Like, leave all that out of here.
I like the iconic like the Dark Knight and the Batman symbol.
Yeah.
But
here's another.
It does kind of draw me away from like if they had just like removed that and
the bat.
You know,
Yeah.
Once again,
I
you
was
have
gonna
two
say,
bat
I was
logos.
like,
Yeah.
you
got the bat logo
technically
twice.
Got 3 because on his chest. Not that you can see it, but you know, I
I'm-
feel like it works with the Dark Knight better than it does with the Batman because
Yeah.
that's what it always was.
Yeah.
that was always the vibe. And then like, if you kind of look at the fire in a sort of kind of way, I'm not saying it looks like a smile, but it definitely lets you know that has something to do with the Joker, which is something that I appreciate about that. The problem is that I want it to be Dark Knight, but also objectively speaking,
I'm going Pulp Fiction. I think I have to. Looking at them side by side, and I think I'm leaning Pulp Fiction here.
Dude, and I think I'm doing the same thing. I really want it to be Dark Knight, but I think the Pulp Fiction, I don't know if it's just the iconicness of it, but like the lettering and everything.
Yeah,
like
It's got style.
It's got
style.
it's got a
style,
level of
yeah.
style that
Got
can't
style.
be. So I think we all know what we have to
Because
choose.
like, look, if we're getting nitpicky, Dead Space.
Yeah, no. I was thinking that.
Dead
That was,
space.
that was kind of what I was thinking about when I talked about another, just a lot of space up there with the building and everything.
Yeah.
Like
Even the
that.
credit block of Pulp
You know
Fiction is
what?
used better than the Dark.
Part of me is wondering if you'd used the image with the Joker, like, are you serious? I wonder how far that would have made it.
But Joker's not in this one though. Sorry, I
no,
don't want to be
Joker
nitpicky.
is in Dark Knight.
No.
Heath Ledger Joker.
Are we? Which is the first one?
You have, what was the
The,
first one
the
called?
Dark Knight.
The first one I think
Dark
is
Knight
called
Rises.
Batman Begins.
Oh,
The
I'm
Dark
thinking of
Knight,
Batman
and then
Begins.
A Dark
My
Knight
bad.
Rises.
My bad.
I'd
You're
be
right.
like
You're
Christopher
right.
Nolan. What kind of, what would you call the first one if you wanted to keep with the Dark Knight kind of vibe?
You're right. Batman Begins.
But,
Dark.
Dark Night.
but yeah, no, like I think
The
Pulp
Darkest
Fiction
Night.
even uses. I think Pulp Fiction even uses the credit block better than.
No, I was gonna say
Then,
that. Like
And
it
Dark
the
Knight
magazine
does.
cover thing looks
Yeah.
like it's unique.
I would
Yeah.
say for poster to kind of like give a little bit more to Pulp Fiction. And I was saying the thing about it, but now that you kind of bring it up, like the wording makes more sense with the kind of poster that Pulp Fiction is, where it feels like it's almost just a necessity
On
for
Dark
the Dark
Knight.
Knight one.
Yeah.
Where, you know, I almost wish that wasn't there. I wish that it wasn't there. It's blocking the way. I want more of this.
Yeah.
But it works for this one, and I think that
Because it looks like a magazine cover.
I would
Yeah.
have to eat at Pulp Fiction if this was
A restaurant.
for a restaurant.
Yeah.
What kind of restaurant would Pulp Fiction be?
Pulp Fiction moves on. That was a tough one.
was
Also
a
tough
very
one for me.
No, this one isn't tough for me.
We got to put them side by side. Got to be fair.
I feel like I know my answer already.
I feel like I know
I'll
my
let
answer.
You guys talk it out a little bit.
I
then.
feel like I know my answer, and I feel like you know my answer.
I feel like I know your answer, and I think you're wrong. What a good.
So let me tell you why the obvious winner here is Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Okay. Because Hollywood is one of the most fun names in the world, and I love
You got
looking at it.
the sign. You got the vibe, the general vibe, which is it's just a fun time, which is what the movie is. When you watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, you're not watching something that's like super deep or emotionally heavy hitting or anything like that. It gets dramatic. It has its dramatic moments, especially at the end. You're there for a fun ride, and that's what the poster is telling me. It's about a fun ride.
Okay. You know what Jaws is telling me?
Shark.
I'm gonna watch a movie about a giant shark.
Yeah.
And I feel like that You
No,
know?
shut
As a
No.
poster, I feel like it's way more
No.
effective.
So okay,
Dead
but-
Space. Dead Space.
No. Time
no,
out. Time out.
that dead space is earned. That
Yeah.
dead space communicates an endless sea of you don't know when this shark's gonna come up and freaking bite ya.
So here's my thing. The one thing that I notice about a lot of movie posters, just in general, is that they all have like they try to fit as much
Okay,
as they can
okay. I see
into
where
the
you're going at.
poster
Right,
about the
right,
movie.
right.
The ones that like are really, really iconic that we've like just automatically chosen were the ones that they didn't try to fit a whole bunch inside. They were just like, no, this is what the movie's about, you know? Like Dark Knight, Pulp Fiction, Jaws, like those were the one, like Rubber, even the same, you know, like the same thing. It was like
That's how Rubber made it so far.
Yeah,
That's how Rubber made it as far as it
yeah,
did.
it does like the simplicity, like and like telling you what the movie is about. Same thing with the Titanic too. You know, it did the same thing. It was like the simplicity.
The
yeah.
Godfather had simplicity, but it didn't beat Rubber.
Well,
Yeah, but The Godfather was literally just a screenshot.
So was Titanic.
it was messy. Well, Titanic's a little different. That wasn't like a screenshot of the film. It was like maybe a staged photo and everything, but it was actually communicating something. It wasn't just an image. There was something being communicated. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, as somebody who has not seen it, and somebody who has not seen Jaws either, Jaws is gripping me more. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love to see it Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and that is a fun poster. But the problem is that where it's a fun poster, there's just so much going on that I can't resonate with. But Jaws is so simple and so effective. It's genuinely, I look at Jaws, and it makes me think that it's on the list of one of the best posters of all time.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Once Upon a Time just doesn't have as much staying power as a poster.
What are we at time-wise?
He's like, we gotta end the podcast before an answer.
Jaws.
Jaws.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe the best poster ever made, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, is losing. But I'm not upset. I'm upset. But Jaws is an okay one to lose to.
Listen, if I had to lose to one, all right. If we had to lose to one, all right.
All right, we have the
That'd be
semifinals. This one we do have to put side by side as well for the sake of.
Oh, hey, Tarantino made it to the end though.
I know. It was gonna be 2 Tarantino movies, and I was
true.
like, we can't do that.
Dang, I can't believe we're actually like here though. Okay, this will be a fun one.
So we
because
got Jaws. We got Pulp Fiction versus Jaws.
I want to preface something real quick. The beauty between these two is that you have one. Now, they both have simplicity a part of it.
Yeah.
In a regard,
Well-
there's some simplicity, but also the Pulp Fiction one is a decently busy poster, just with all the words, the lettering, and
Yeah.
everything, what it's putting out there and everything. What I love so much about it is that it's so good at what it is. Jaws is so good at what it is.
Yeah.
That it's you've got a busy one versus a very unbusy one.
And the thing I admire about the Pulp Fiction poster is it's busy, but you know what you're supposed to be looking. You know it has a
right.
hierarchy of what's the most important in the image, and you follow it. It's very busy, but it's very easy to follow what's the most important thing to look at, then move on to the next thing most important. Whereas if you look at like Endgame,
Right,
or
like,
you look at
don't
an
know what you're
Endgame
looking at
Lord of the
in
Rings.
it.
or Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings, you don't really
Right.
know what's most important in the image to look at.
Yeah, you
compared
just got
to-
the people who are the biggest.
Or
You're
like
right.
I'll even say that about Everything Everywhere All at Once. You don't really quite know what the most important thing to look
yeah,
at is.
No, that
Right,
one is
right.
just yeah, that one's too much.
Pulp
It's
Fiction very
too busy.
clearly, guides your
Right.
eyes to around what's most important.
Right, and it's funny because like the Pulp Fiction one breaks some rules in a way, which makes it like really good in my book. I mean, you've got the person who would usually be centered; they're not centered. You've got a lot of words all over the page. You got that freaking 10-cent thing right there. You know, it's just oozing with flavor. It's oozing with just the vibe of the film.
And then something that I do want to knock about Jaws that it doesn't do is it doesn't tell you the director or like who's in
yeah.
it and so I know that's not like super important, but in a poster,
I don't remember
Right,
this.
I didn't even
You might
really
remember
think
this.
about that.
You might know this too, Gabe. Like, I forget. Is Jaws? I think Jaws. If I'm remembering correctly, and I could be wrong. I could be totally off. But if I'm remembering correctly, Jaws was like the movie that made Spielberg big. So it was like the movie. It was like Did it come before or after Jurassic Park? Is like the big determinant.
Before.
Yeah,
Way
before.
before,
Way
yeah,
before.
yeah,
Way
yeah.
before. Yeah, that's what I'm.
gonna
That's
say
right. So I
it-
don't think Spielberg had the name yet until I think it was Jaws that gave him the name.
But to be honest, Pulp Fiction was much of the same.
yeah, Pulp
like-
Fiction wasn't Tarantino.
Tarantino had a couple like really good films under his belt.
No, he
and
didn't. Pulp
everything.
Fiction was the second. Reservoir Dogs was his first.
What?
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs was his first
Oh, I
movie.
thought he did Jackie Brown.
No, I think
before
Jackie
Pulp
Brown.
Fiction.
No, it was Reservoir
Dude.
Dogs in '91 or '92.
So
And then Pulp Fiction in '94.
So Tarantino had some cojones then for like putting his name just like right under
Yeah.
like he was like a Quentin Tarantino film.
Yeah, no, I mean like, only one of these movies has Samuel Jackson in it.
Yeah, that's true. I have my answer.
I have my answer.
Honestly, yeah, I got my answer.
so
too.
how we do this game is we close our eyes and we raise one hand to represent one movie.
Oh, okay.
We raise another hand to represent
Wait.
the other.
Well, here-
So do we have any more deliberating to do before we reveal to the audience what we're voting for?
Nothing more than I've already said. I think I feel pretty good about my decision. It's been a long ride,
Yeah.
2 hours.
So feature film length, bro.
Feature film length, dude.
So
Thanks for listening to us in your car.
so
Or your
first.
breakfast.
In your car, yeah. So if you're listening to this, if you have this playing in your car, make sure you look at the screen right now. Make sure you are watching to see what our hand
Matter of
hand
fact,
raising
make
is.
sure you're driving
Yeah,
forward to
make sure you
act to
keep
the
driving
end
because you still got to get to where you're going. You
No,
still got
absolutely.
to get to where
We're
you're
not
going.
trying to stop you from doing that,
Right.
but we also need you.
So-
This is pretty important.
So get to where so make sure you're still working and getting towards you going because there are people waiting on you. There are people behind you in line, but also watch the screen to make sure you see how we're voting.
Listen, man, don't
Yeah.
miss what's happening on the screen.
Right,
don't
right.
condone any of
also,
this.
My own-
maintain a minimum of the speed limit, maybe 5 over. Like that's perfectly fine too.
Listen, man,
and
don't be the
yellow.
person-
Yellow means that as long as you make it into the intersection while it's still yellow, you can still keep going.
No.
Again, watch the video, watch the screen at least for this moment while you're driving in your car. And if you're on your toilet,
I hope
hi.
I hope that you guys are eating breakfast.
And
All right.
remember that vans have more cushion if you need to hit anything.
Yeah, yeah. And
All right. So right hand for
Pulp Fiction.
no for Jaws.
I thought right hand
I
was
think
the
it's
first one.
reverse because
Of the audience, what the audience is watching. Like if we turn this to like the screen
So
recording,
our right
I
is
see.
their
our right is
left.
their left.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
ask. I
So
was like,
Pulp Fiction, Jaws.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, close your eyes. All right, 3, 2, 1. Everyone got their hands up?
I could already feel it. I
Yeah.
could already feel
Open
it.
your eyes. It's a sweep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's a sweep for Pulp
Listen,
Fiction.
I have said a lot of great things about Jaws, and it is an amazing poster. However, the iconic nature of Pulp Fiction, it's like when you put a lot of your favorite flavors together, and it's not supposed to work, but
Yeah.
it does. And not only is it the way it is in the film, it's in the poster. I wanted to try to call it cluttered because I love The Dark Knight so much, but the truth is, Pulp Fiction it did it right.
I got to try watching Pulp Fiction again. I haven't seen it since like 2018. And
I got to watch it for the first time.
And
Yeah,
it was-
you got to watch it for the first time too.
Oh, I've seen Pulp
Oh,
Fiction.
okay.
That's
okay.
one.
Oh,
That's one film
I've seen it
actually
multiple
watched.
times. Yeah, what scene did you replay over and over again? Let's test your.
I'm gonna say I really liked when freaking the sword.
Don't
comes
spoil
out.
too much though.
Oh,
No, it's okay. It's
my
okay.
bad. I forgot.
It's been out for how many years?
I know.
All right, so
We
listen,
spoiled The Lion
there's
King.
A
We
beautiful,
I also spoiled my
there's
favorite
a-
part of the movie for you.
There's
the
a beautiful
accidentally shooting somebody.
Wait, anyway, there's a beautiful moment of forgiveness and redemption, second chances involving my boy Bruce Willis. All right, Die Hard is one of my favorites. But anyway, and this was like the peak of Bruce Willis's stardom. So they needed to start, and originally it wasn't going to be Bruce Willis. What's his name? Quentin had somebody else in mind. But Bruce Willis was such a big fan that he was like, yeah, sure, I'd love to be a part of it. And he showed up, and there's a scene where somebody's between a rock and a hard place. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about.
That is your favorite scene.
And he just takes a sword And I won't. I'm not going to fill in the blanks too much, but it's just it's a beautiful moment between two people who were going to kill each other, and now there's redemption. Now that I'm remembering the scene entirely, I want to pick something else. So
Did somebody get something cut off?
I think they almost wish.
yeah, at the end of it, let's just say that nobody talks about it afterwards. But I don't know. I think. The diner scene's great. I love everything Samuel L. Jackson in general, but this movie in general.
Dude. I don't look. This is like also like this is like Samuel Jackson's like breakout role too.
Yeah,
and it
did a lot. Yeah.
And Samuel Jackson, you are welcome on the show. I will say it over and over again. I keep inviting so many people, but Samuel Jackson is one of the ones I'm most genuine about.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's super unlikely, but it would be so hype.
Yeah,
It'd be so hype.
All
I'm
right,
like,
you just need to make a Mr. Beast video where you say Samuel L. Jackson like 300,000 times.
I think I already have across our podcast.
We should like a hyperclip of
the
it.
editor.
Yeah.
All right, everybody drinks when he says Samuel L. Jackson.
That's our movie poster bracket with Gabe. Thank you. Anything you want to shout out, particularly? You have a YouTube channel.
I do have a YouTube channel. I am very close to posting a pretty big YouTube video for my series. I really can't wait to get it out. King of Gabe's on YouTube and Twitch. I am doing some live streaming soon again. I can't wait to get into that, but I got some big stuff going. I got trailers for what I've been working on, so feel free to check them out.
Cool.
I plan on having something done within the next couple weeks. It's hard to tell because I am editing. I'm doing everything. So if anybody wants a job, you let a brother know, because I need some people who see the vision. And if you go there, you'll see it. Otherwise, I got a couple films that I'm also working on that I'm very excited to put out there. I can't tell you a whole lot about it. It's just that one's called The Palm, and the other one is called The Archangel Shield. So look around for them when they're coming out. One's going to involve me with a bunch of guns, and the other one's going to involve me with a bunch of gods and a lot of depression. There you go.
Relatable. At least the depression part. There's only one God, but depression.
One God. There's only one God, ma'am.
But a lot of depression.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't wear a cape.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. You know, it's all down in the description below. Do all that good stuff. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok and
Gabe's Palmer.
Yeah, and all that. And see you in the next video.
And here's my rap real quick. It's just one line. All right. Let me remember what it is real quick. Somebody took my notes. All right. Hold on. He's going to stop the clip.